Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Tales of Agius. As you can see, we are missing a couple of people today. I literally pointed this out right before we went live. We've got the entire top row here. We're just missing the two people from the bottom row. So,
Top row, best row.
sorry, Alyssa. You're gonna have to move some things around for the clips. I apologize. It's fine. It's just fine. We'll fix it in post. It's okay. Yes.
We'll superimpose hands and get into the game.
Just put like random. You know when you have those random like candid pictures of people that are just really cursed? We'll just put those there instead. Yeah.
I'm sure that they would happily provide those images themselves.
I'm sure we all have enough cursed candid pictures of both of them. But I'm not going to do that right now.
I don't have any.
I only have one of Jet and one of Hans, because then there's 27 of Jay.
Yeah.
Don't say that because people are gonna want them to be released.
When we reach 100,
they're just for us.
100 followers is me reading as Veldren.
It's true.
Yeah, it's
very true.
Jay-centric milestone.
Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Yes, we are missing two wonderful friends today. They have prior commitments to other things / travel things, and yeah, it's all good. But we do have the majority of our cast here today, so we're continuing with another wonderful episode of Tales of Agius. But before we dive into that, we do have an announcement, and a repeat announcement, but is that we are Crit Award nominated. Heyo! The Tales of Agius, or Tales Guild, YouTube channel, has been nominated for Best Upcoming YouTube Channel. So thank you to everyone that nominated us. We really, really appreciate it. It is so exciting to be finalists so soon after starting this. It's pretty crazy. But we do have a bunch of other wonderful nominees in our category as well, and I'm going to hand it over to Abigail for some more information about that.
Hi, hello. So we just wanted to highlight our other nominees in this category, and then when we're doing our outros and stuff, we'll be highlighting our friends that are nominees and such in different categories. So our wonderful fellow nominees will be starting with La Mesa. They have an absolutely stellar table chemistry right off the bat in episode 1. The casting characters are immediately clicking. The show combines heart and humor in a way you don't want to miss a single moment. Genuinely, I have had an absolute blast watching the first episode. It's been so lovely to see how they just click immediately. Tabletop Tale Spinners has incredible production and production value, and I want to shout out that their producer Emma is also up for Best Producer in the space for Tabletop Tale Spinners. So all around, the production is absolutely incredible. Please go check them out. Dragon D's Dice has beautiful PNG tubers that bring the characters to life in a whole new way for online streams. It is really fascinating to see. Even the DM is a PNG tuber. And so it's super immersive, a great way to watch an online stream. It feels like you're watching a really cool animated story. Theater of the Unaligned has iconic animated shorts that have created a fandom of their own. Major shout out to the voice acting of the cast and the animator that helped summarize their beautiful campaign through these. They're like abridged shorts for the episodes. And last, but certainly not least, Starcrawl RPG introduces people to new TTRPG systems through stunning miniseries with casts full of the best role players in the space, and they also utilize captioning in their overlays. And so it is all lovely. Please go check them out. What's so lovely about all these categories is there is no wrong way to vote. Everyone is so lovely. There's no wrong answers. Just go vote for your faves and send everyone some love.
Absolutely. Yes, please go vote. If you have not already, you can do !vote in the chat, and it will bring up the link to where you can go vote there for us or one of our fellow finalists, and, you know, some other people in some other categories. You know, there might be some other people in some other categories that you can go vote for, but you should absolutely do that. Looking at this nerd up here that I'm pointing at. But yeah, I think that is our main announcement. Do we have any other announcements that I'm forgetting about?
And not at the moment.
I don't think so.
That I love everyone.
Jay loves everyone.
Ew.
You heard it here first. Spread love, everybody. It's Pride Month.
Yeah, it's Pride Month, Abby.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, you're right. Hey, Jay, you're right, and I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize.
It's pride, bitch.
Anyway, on that note, I guess it's time to dive into our recap. And Abby, you've written some recap stuff, right?
Yeah, I did.
Abby's been on it this week.
Hi,
so-
I'm here to make everyone's job easier.
and you absolutely do, and we love you for it.
Thank you. All right, I'll dive into it. So last session, after making William Shakespeare canon to Aegis, Veldren, Cordelia, and Sybil received readings from Minerva. Veldren picked his present card, which was the moon reversed, and gave them the power to cast legend lore once, which is Veldren's dream come true. Cordelia, while skeptical, was caught off guard with her reading. She picked the future, which gave her a ring that allows her to cast Call Lightning once per day. So cool. Sybil picked her present and can reset the DC of her spell mishaps and make sure a mishap does not occur if it goes off once. After this, Astra spoke to Rella, who revealed that Zariel has fallen and is building an army in the Nine Hells. Worst case scenario is happening. Very fun. Meanwhile, Veldren and Cordelia both agreed to answer one question for each other. Veldren asked Cordelia about the ring she wears around her neck. She was married to Darby 6 years ago, but they grew apart and ended their marriage. Cordelia asked Veldren if they had loved anyone before. Vel said once. He loved someone named Rose, but she turned him in when he had asked her for help researching spell scrolls or magical means to help Iso. The party then all reconvened and headed to the Tides of the Arcane. After a brief magical mishap from Sybil for the all caps third time in a row, the party arrived and Astra sold their crown for 7,000 gold and got a diamond for Revivify. The party planned their next steps to go to the docks to inquire about the ship prices, do some investigating, and then return to the tavern to rest before hunting down the demon.
Incredible. Thank you so much. I forgot that you also bought a diamond to Revivify. That's 100 gold worth of diamond, right?
300.
300. That means you got 6,700 gold remaining. Don't spend it all at once, kids. You might have a ship to buy.
Will.
Anyway, speaking of buying ships, I believe there was a plan for some people to head down towards the docks, but since certain people aren't here right now, we're just gonna rewrite that a little bit and say that it's probably the three of you that would head that way, and I'm gonna say Astra and Aridia kind of excuse themselves, being a little eepy, and will make their way back to the tavern. But the three of you are free to make your way down to the dock if you so wish, or if you have anywhere else you would like to go, then please let me know now. I hand it over to you.
We can start at the docks and then see if we can find that mysterious location for where the demon's supposed to be.
Yes, just to make sure that once we're on track, we don't get interrupted on the way.
Yes, we can just go fight it first thing in the morning. Great way to wake up.
Yes. Cordelia. I imagine we're doing this as we're like walking and talking towards the docks. Do you know what an average ship costs? Again, just to make sure we're not being swindled.
Yeah, she sort of like takes a breath. Well, depends on what sort of ship you're looking for. Smaller the ship, smaller the price. DM, how much did I buy my ship for?
So
2
you
years ago.
probably bought like because yours is a galleon, right? Yours is a big style like galleon, 3 masts, whole shebang.
Mhm.
Like it is a proper
Yeah.
like unit. That thing
Yeah.
probably cost you like it probably would have cost you something like 30,000 gold, but it's probably gone. You probably got a sweet deal on it because you're a sweet talker and probably got it down to about 25,000. But yeah, if
Yeah,
you're looking for
definitely.
like a
Yeah.
big style galleon like that,
Mhm.
probably in that sort of range. But you know that you also are aware, looking at how many of you there are, without
Yeah.
hiring a like large crew,
Yep.
even if you could afford something like that, y'all would
Mhm.
need to hire a crew to run that as well. So you'd be looking
Yeah.
for something smaller anyway. So
Yeah.
you're definitely not looking at that kind of price range.
Yeah, you can both sort of see like the kind of like gears turning in her head as she's definitely like doing some sort of math in her head. And she's just like, we're not going to get a ship quite like the one I had. Because even with the lot of us, you'd still have to hire a crew to help run a bigger ship like that. And I don't really trust an outside crew right now. So we're looking for something more on the smaller side that can still hold everybody and can still go decently fast on the sea. Good part about a smaller ship tend to be faster.
I think
Maybe
speed
we-
will be.
Oh, I was just gonna say, maybe we can catch up with yours if we get a smaller ship.
Maybe. Leaves it at that.
Your turn, Jay.
Right. Yes, well, I do have the gold from the other two because they did canonically leave it with me before this.
I was just like, money. I don't know. You take it. I'll probably spend it on a.
I'll take.
Yeah, I fancy some candy. Here's 1,000 gold.
And I have the 1,000 from Aridia's
Mhm.
part of the profits from
That's true.
that fight.
Yes, you
So I think Veldren is
roughly
just
have
gonna, like,
about like what
We roughly have
7,700 gold right now, plus whatever other bits the rest of you had.
7,700.
Mhm.
Cordelia has 1,000 on her.
Be 8,000 technically,
Yes.
If she uses it.
That's why I'm not counting it in.
Mhm.
That's why I'm not counting it in the
That's true.
calculations.
That's very true.
I have 29. I also have 29 gold I can put towards.
I have
That's-
38 gold.
Incredible.
But I need to get a painter's kit and a bedroll, so I probably might have more like 5 gold.
You don't have anything actually. You have 0.
Hard cut to us at the docks.
Yeah, sure.
I think like
guys-
Sybil, you asked that question and Cordelia doesn't talk for the rest of the
Okay.
walk.
Womp womp.
Veldren is just babbling a little bit.
Yeah, you guys walk
Just like,
down. You guys walk down in kind of awkward silence a little bit as you arrive down at the docks. Cordelia, the spot where your ship should be has still not filled up. It is still
Damn it.
very empty. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oof.
And the ship that was next to you as well has also now left the supply ship,
the spice ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Probably heading back towards the Aurora Isles.
Yeah.
But yeah. Are you? So I'm assuming you guys are now gonna kind of actively look for some ships then.
Yes, I think like kind of going along, discussing, just like, are there any ships for sale? Crew are looking to head out onto the high seas,
Okay. I will say then that those that are actively taking a look for ships, maybe you guys want to like split up and kind of look around see what you can find, because it is a big dock area. This is a big port city, so it is quite a big docking area. I will say that the three of you can make individual investigation checks.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good at those.
18.
15.
Natural 20?
Okay.
Which
That's okay. That's really good. Yeah.
Or a total of 27?
Yeah, that's really good. Um so for Sybil and Cordelia, you guys do find a couple of ships that are for sale that are within
Mhm.
your budget currently. Um
Mhm.
uh Cordelia, you find what is effectively a sloop. It is,
Mhm.
it looks a little like worse for wear, but still
Mhm.
operational. But it is on
Yeah.
the smaller side. You see
Yeah.
it and you're like, this is going back to day one days, baby. It is,
Yep. Yep.
it is not fast. But it is
Okay.
maneuverable. Kind of the smaller the ship, the easier it is to maneuver. So it is very maneuverable. So
Sure.
it'll be able to avoid things easier, and it is a smaller target to hit.
Yeah.
However, it has probably only 2 cannons on each side, and
Yeah.
it does not have a like full captain's quarters, as it were. It's more just kind of just an open space where there are facilities
Yeah.
for like a navigation table, things like that. You again, kind of knowing this, the below decks probably has the space for about 10 people at a push.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's put it this way, with you on your own, if you were trying to figure this out, you could probably grab a few of your new friends that you have acquired, and maybe Little John from somewhere, wherever he's gone, and you would have enough people to run this ship. All of
Yeah.
the other friends that you don't know as well that this group seems to have
Yeah.
acquired would not be able to follow.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
have to be left behind. So an option, but not a good one, unfortunately.
She swears in primordial.
The
You don't know what she said. You know it wasn't something good.
Sybil scouting a ship next to you just goes,
the little like gnome man just kind of like looks at you, just like, you like it? I'm sorry, I don't speak primordial.
Wow, she's a beaut. What's the price?
Yes, that she is. Well, she's a little on the older side, you see. She's almost as old as I am. Maybe let this go in its current condition. Maybe 5,000 gold is definitely on the cheaper side. I was trying to get rid of her. Really, I just don't have it in my bones anymore for the sea.
Name? Bet you were quite the seaman, as it were. That is the name!
No, the only reason I laughed was because of Abby.
God.
I need that to be known.
I can't
That was the
That's what
only
they're
reason I
called.
laughed.
I can't believe you. That's what gets you?
Oh,
Really? Hey everybody. Everyone here at Tales Guild is professionals. We don't laugh at jokes like the word semen. It's
Seaman
not funny.
on the sloop.
Anyway.
It's the fucking do music.
Anyway, Sybil.
Anyway.
Moving on. You find something probably a little bigger. It has it's got like a little bit of like a taller mast. It's got some front sails. I believe it's called a reach, I think. It's a little bigger. It's maybe got like it does actually have a quite spacious kind of underside, below deck. It has not the best furnishings, but is something that you could fix up with maybe a couple hundred gold. It's in an okay condition. It doesn't come with it's basically you talk to there's this human woman with kind of like long gingery hair, and she's like, yes, well, I've been sailing the sea for a while, but well, I don't have a crew anymore. You see, we ran into some trouble the last time we were out, and we had to replace the rudder. But it has been replaced, and it is sorted. And well, I've had to take the money out of my own pocket, you see, to fix it. So I'm afraid that is not something that the rest of the crew are willing to wait on. So it's freshly refurbished, shall we say? But yes, for something like this, I would probably be looking at maybe 7,000, 8,000 gold, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Thank you. I will reconvene with my crew and see what we think about it.
Of course, wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I'll
Thank
be here. But yeah. And then Veldren, you see a few more of these kind of sloops and reaches, kind of smaller ships. You do walk past a very stellar-looking galleon, gorgeous colors, triple masts. It's like this is like top of the range thing, and you see what looks like a very wealthy-looking merchant man. Kind of turns around to you, just like, oh yes, hello. He's like this Triton man. He's like, oh yes, well, she's kind of just sitting around these days. You see, she was a gift from my father back in the day. You see, we're in the the merchant business, and we have many of these ships that make the way around. But well, I just don't really need it in the fleet anymore, so it's going for sale. But yes, well, for something like this, of course, a beautiful piece of art like this, you'd be looking at probably around 40,000 gold. If you have something like that, my dear friend, I don't know if you have something like that.
40,000 gold.
Yes.
You must be racking up a fortune in docking fees just keeping it here in that case.
Oh, yes. That's why Papa wants me to sell it, you see. It's nothing really, but yes, it's just kind of sitting here, and it could go to a good home, and well, yes, that sort of thing. But yes, 40,000 gold, and it is yours, my friend.
I mean, honestly, it sounds like you're just losing money on the thing.
Yes, that's why we're selling it.
Interesting. Well, I'll keep an eye out, but it's quite expensive.
Well, it's a beautiful quality
Especially
ship, my friend.
Yes, quality. Veldren will say, giving like almost like a not a sneer, but like a discerning eye over the ship, acting like he's seen a few things off with it here and there.
We'll it
see.
is
We'll have to see.
spotless, unfortunately. Like, you're looking for anything. This thing is like brand new painted. This is truly like, you look at this man and you look at the ship, and this is just classic. Like, this guy is very clearly a daddy's boy, and it's just like, ugh, father said I have to sell the spare yacht. Ugh. It's very that kind of vibe. Yeah, hate it. But as you kind of step away from that, going, yeah, there's no way we can afford that, you step and kind of lingering in the shadow of this ship, you see what you actually, how much would Veldren know about ships, do you think? He's been down here a little bit. He's not really been on the sea, but how much do you think he would know?
He's not really been on the sea, but he's spent quite a bit of time here in the city. I think he would have. I think he would have at least like known a little bit about it. And what he doesn't know, Elfric probably knows a bit more about ships and everything, and maybe has told Veldren a little bit more. Whatever Veldren's learned, he's learned secondhand, probably, about ships.
Well, you kind of like step past, and you see what looks like probably something around the size of like a brigandine. So it's a pretty decent size. It's got two quite tall masts with large sails. Several kind of holes for cannons. You count maybe like 6 or 7 aside, so a pretty decent size. And you see, let me double check my notes. You see probably a young kind of furbolg man wearing like a classic kind of like sailor's kind of outfit. He's kind of like smoking on a pipe as you kind of pop up. This ship looks brand new, but not in a like not brand new as in like, oh, it's like, beautifully painted and everything. It looks like it's only just kind of finished and still kind of, it looks seaworthy, but almost like you imagine the inside isn't particularly well done yet. It's kind of like it has room for improvement, shall we say, but it is newer in quality. Like, it's not quite finished. There is room to upgrade here. But it looks as if perhaps it is not taken to the sea just yet. But it is kind of just sitting in port, and the sails look like they are a good quality. The woodwork looks great, unpainted. Yeah, basically almost just like it's almost like a model, if that makes sense, almost in a way. Like, it hasn't got a name on the side. It's not been like painted any particular color. The sails are just plain white. There's nothing, interesting to them. But you see this man, he's kind of like sitting on a dock almost, and like at first you think it's a rocking chair, and then you hop up, and then you like walk up closer to him, and you realize he's just swaying on a chair that has 3 legs. He's just at first you're like, oh, it has all 4 legs. Why is the 4th one a little dodgy? And then you realize it's his leg, as he has a bit of a peg leg going on. But he's just like rocking on this chair, kind of on the back 2 things. The chair looks old and looks like it would break under him at a moment's notice. But you kind of pop up, and he kind of just like takes a drag on his pipe, and kind of looks at you. He's like, lassie, you doing all right? Anything I can do for you?
I already love him.
His like furbolg fur is like matted. It's got like sea salt in it. This is a sailor.
Mm-hmm. Hi, yes. A beautiful ship you have here.
Yes, it's brand new, actually. It's not really finished, but it's seaworthy. Kind of a little side project of mine. There's some of the gold I've been bringing in off the side for my shipping business, but more just a side thing, really. I was hoping to sell it if you're interested.
I've actually was looking for a ship.
Well, I do have to warn you, it's not furnished at all, in any way whatsoever. It's kind of empty on the inside, but it gives you plenty of space to make it your own,
Of course. Beautiful sentiment.
Furnishings will bring it down. It costs a little bit, but it's a pretty sizable ship still. So I'd say something in the range. I have built this thing myself, so you can trust in old meat, old Terrence. That it's a good quality ship. But I would probably let this thing go for somewhere in the range of maybe 12 to 15,000 gold.
12 to 15.
Yes. Got that kind of cash on you, laddie? Or a crew? Can't offer you a crew, I'm afraid. You have to supply that yourself.
I have something of a crew I might be able to put together.
Good.
Do you mind if I bring a friend over who knows she knows ship quality a bit better than I do?
Yes.
I'd love for her to take a look.
Of course. There's very clearly a long line of sellers, so don't be gone too long. You look up and down the dock, there is no one else there.
Of course. I'll be right back.
Yeah, don't be gone too long. Take a big drag on his pipe.
I'll go jogging down the docks to find Sybil and Cordelia. I think I found something. To my eye, it looks interesting. Brigadine, brand new, brand new built. Hasn't been taken to the sea yet. I don't know if that's a dock in the negatives. Cordelia.
Just to clarify, it was floating in the water. It's not been out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's sinking actively.
It's
as we speak.
sinking actively.
Right now.
Hurry back. It might be sunk by the time you get back. Might be no ship to sell ya.
To my eye, it looks finely built, quality, but I'm not the expert here. I was wondering if you could take a look. He's wanting 12 to 15,000 for it.
As she has her hat on, she kind of tips and goes, "Let's see if we can lower that price."
Trust me, I'm all for lowering it. I just don't have a leg to stand on with knowing what to argue about.
Neither does he.
Can-
Anyway.
Can I walk past the ship a little, not right next to it, but a little bit away, so it maybe just looks like I'm walking past? And can I just kind of do a sort of once over on the ship to see if I can catch anything that stands out?
Oh, you're wanting to kind of do that thing where you're looking, but from a distance.
Yeah, and it's that thing of I won't stop, but I'll kind of slowly walk past as if I'm just sort of on a stroll.
Okay, you want to make me a performance check then?
Performance? Sure.
Yeah. You're trying to seem disinterested. You're trying to
Yeah.
You're playing it up.
Let me use my new little dice cup I got. It's got grungs on it.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, bad. That's a 4.
You're doing that thing where you're walking by, but your head's leaning back, and you're very clearly looking for imperfections. You don't see anything that jumps out to you immediately, but the guy is very, you're looking at it, and then you look over to him to see if he's looking at you, and he's kind of staring at you, kind of pipe in mouth, just like, I don't bite, you can walk over if you like, lassie. You're interested in my ship?
Can never be too careful these days,
That's very true. You don't know what sorts of things there are out there in the sea. Or on land, to be fair.
Spend more time on the sea than I do on land.
Yes, a woman after my own heart. My wife, she used to love the sea, but, we actually met on the sea, we were sailors together, and he starts going into this whole life story, about spending time at sea with his wonderful wife. He just keeps going unless you stop him.
She will listen for the first part, and occasionally nod, and she is taking the information in, and she'll just kind of side glance Veldren and Sybil in a kind of come here.
Over with Sybil.
I have no bearing in this. I don't know what anyone's talking about.
And then there were the orca whales, you see. They're beautiful creatures, dude. And then, sorry, hello, I've got off my tangent. Oh, you're back. We've got another friend here wanting to buy your ship. Better, like I said, better act quickly. Looks like you're gonna have a bidding war on your hands.
Right, yeah. Sorry, misconception. I don't know them. I think they just walked up here, so we might have a bidding war, as I kind of shoot a glance at Veldren. Like a play along.
I will.
Okay.
I'll shoot a look to Cordelia and shrug of in Veldren's head, he's like, I thought we wanted the price to go down.
I was
not
gonna say,
to
I was gonna put
bidding
the
war.
price up.
Funny.
Hey,
I trust you.
Okay.
I
Okay.
trust you.
Okay.
That's why he's going in, trusting.
I have an idea. I have a plan.
Well,
Um, did you build this ship yourself?
that I did. I had a little bit of help from some of the ship laddies around the city, but it's mostly my own work. It took me 10 years to build this thing, yes, bit by bit and piece by piece, and well, lumber is expensive these days, you see, so building a new ship, well, is quite costly.
I can tell it's very finely made as I sort of run a hand like over it.
Thank you, my dear. I greatly appreciate that. I have to tell you, it is unfurnished, which will obviously bring the price down a little bit. But outside of that, it's a finely crafted machine.
You know, my husband was a maker, just like that. That's how we met, actually.
Oh, much like how I met my wife. Oh, lovely. Ah, such lovely stories of meeting people on the sea or around the sea. Ah,
Yeah.
well, that's very lovely.
Tell me, what exactly is the price that you're looking for?
Well, as I told your friend here, it's looking at a sort of range of around maybe 12 to 15,000 gold. But hey, if you've got a bidding war on your head, perhaps it might drive the price up a little bit. You see, it depends how much you're willing to pay for it versus your not friend over here. Yeah, it is.
Right. I'm just gonna like keep running a hand over the ship as she gets this mournful look in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just like, yeah, I've actually been stranded on land. See the ship that my husband built, it sunk with him on it.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry to hear that. That's quite awful. But unfortunately, it's the reality that many of us sailors will spend our lives at sea. Was it a storm or something else? Pirates, perhaps?
No, it was, storm, a bad one.
Mm,
Nothing like
yes.
one we'd been through before. And so I've been stuck here and I can't get back home. And we have 2 little ones waiting for us.
Oh, I'm
And
terribly sorry to hear that.
so I don't know if I can offer you exactly the price you're looking for, but I have some money that I can give you if you would be willing to help me get back to my kids. I already have to tell them their father's gone. I don't want someone to have to tell them their mother's gone too.
Make me a deception check at advantage. With a good story, with a great RP, I'm giving you advantage, 100%.
I was gonna ask if Sybil could give the help action because Sybil fully believes this. And it's like,
Yeah, this is Cordelia's tragic backstory, didn't you know?
yeah.
Yeah. What are you talking
Veldren
about?
in his head is like, this motherfucker. I already know you're lying. You had a wife.
21.
21.
Which is great because my other die was in that one.
Oh, buddy. Ooh.
The grunk cup giveth and the grunk cup taketh.
Oh, I didn't use
Real.
the cup that time. It
Real.
rolled me shitty. I was like, I don't know. Yeah, so 21.
Well, with a 21, you kind of just say, oh, I'm so sorry, lass. It's quite kind of takes his hat off and kind of like puts it over his heart, and just like wipes a tear away from his salt crusted eyes. He's like, well, something like that. Well, I don't know what your friends thinking here, but perhaps I could start the bidding at maybe we could go to 10,000 gold, perhaps, as a starting price for the bidding.
I'm sorry. I just don't have that much on me. Would you do 8?
8 would be pushing it, lass. I mean it. At that point, I've spent many years building this thing, and as heartwarming as that story is, I certainly, I don't know if I can go that low. There are, if you're looking for a ship in that range, I believe there's some sloops nearby. Kind of points to one of the ones that you've just been to. It's like, it won't get you there as fast, but it'll certainly get you there. It'll get you there. It's a ship, nonetheless. That
I
thing will
know.
be fast.
I need to get back to them as fast as possible. Please.
This thing would certainly get you back there faster, but I'm afraid 8,000
I'd be giving
might
you
be a
all
little.
my savings. That's all I have. All I can
Well,
offer you is 8.
8,000. That might be a little too much, I'm afraid. But there are some ways you can you might be able to make a quick buck in the city. I hear you didn't hear this from me. Kind of like leans close to you, like, you didn't hear this one from me. But I hear there's this fighting ring around. They do some not so legal betting, you see, on fights and such. Maybe you look like the strong type. Got the muscles going on. Got the muscles of a sailor. Perhaps you can win yourself some gold there. Win big, perhaps.
Oh, I'm not much of a fighter. That was always him, not me.
Looks at your very bruised face that looks like it has
Yep.
several punch marks in it.
Yeah.
Can I cast message to Cordelia?
Okay. Sure.
I'll go. Cordelia, we've already got him down 2,000. How about I bid at 2,000 now to keep up the story and offer to take you on the ship? Getting him down to 10,000 is already enough. I don't think he can go lower. He's probably selling it at cost now.
Cordelia, I will say, for your knowledge of ships, a fully furnished like brigantine like this would probably be worth about 20,000 gold normally. So you're unfurnished for half price. That's pretty good. At 8,000, you're basic, like, he is making negative money in terms of this project here. He's barely breaking even with 10,000.
I won't respond to the message because I don't want him to hear it. Because message isn't in the head, that's sending.
No, it's in the head.
Is it?
Yes, sending is long range. Message, you have to be able to see the target.
No, I understand that. But isn't message, you still have to do your response out loud?
I don't believe you can. I don't think you can respond, actually, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think sending is you can respond.
You can, but it's out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it's out loud. So I can't respond, but Veldren, you would see, like, her head nod slightly.
Okay.
To kind of be like, okay.
Yeah, and can reply in a whisper. Reply in a whisper that only you can hear.
Okay.
But you would have to move your
lips.
You would have to move
I'm like right in front of him.
It's
I don't
all
want to
good.
risk it.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
I don't want to risk it. I'm like right in front of him.
I don't know, he's got old crusty eyes. Maybe he wouldn't see it.
Yeah, you would see her head nod and she would just go, I had more on me, but I got attacked by somebody in the town here and they took some of it. So I'm just not sure.
I'm terribly sorry, lass. The city will do that to you, I'm afraid. It's a rough world out there.
Yeah, it is.
Would you allow me to purchase this vessel for 10,000 to be able to take this young woman to see her family? That is something I am happily and willing able to do.
Oh, well, that would be very, very, very sweet of you. If you were willing to do that, I think for a cause like this and for a poor young woman missing her children and a loss of their partner, I think we can shake on 10,000 gold. Yes.
Of course. Give me a few days to get the money in order. It's a large sum, you see. I need some time to get it, but I can have it here.
Yes. Perhaps we could. Obviously, yeah, I might have some other people come by that are interested who are willing to pay a bit more. And would we were to give you perhaps a deposit of some kind?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, I could do a deposit of 4,000.
But yes, that would be more than you kind of was just like wide eyes, like yes, that would certainly be more than enough. Yes.
I'll do a deposit of 4,000.
Yeah. You give this man 4,000
Oh.
gold. And he's like, I will happily hold it for you. Do you know roughly how long it will take you to acquire these the rest of these funds? I can hold it for you as long as you need. But just
Give
for my own
me-
bones.
Give me a week or so.
All right.
Maybe it may be sooner, but expect about a week.
All right. I can certainly do that. And he'll kind of
Of
just
course,
like
and
reach over a hand to you, Cordelia, and we'll just kind of like squeeze it, kind of just like
Yeah.
in like a kind of like in like a what's the word am I looking for here? Like a heartwarming gesture. Just
Sympathetic?
like
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah.
Sympathetic, yeah.
Sympathetic. That's the word.
She's,
Yeah, it's
she's
just like in a
crying.
sympathetic gesture.
There's tears
Yeah.
running down her face.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Oh, it feels so bad.
And she'll
Mhm.
turn around to Veldren and go, thank you so much, and hug him.
Veldren's not looking at Cordelia. Veldren is not looking at Cordelia in the slightest right now. He will look to the old man and go, This is a debt that I will repay to you someday. Truly, for being such a kind-hearted gentleman.
What can I say? Yeah, the sea will make you. Will soften your heart to things like this. You see, anything a fellow man of the sea can do for another, I'm willing to do something like that. You don't owe me any debt, but I appreciate that, Sonny.
No, I do. Trust me, I really do.
Hmm. All right, 4,000 gold deposit put down. You have a ship. So, something I will say, just as a note, now that you are effectively purchasing this ship, something you will need is there are certain roles that will need to be filled on this
Yep.
ship. You will need
Yep.
someone to act as captain. You will need someone to act as a quartermaster / first mate, someone who basically can run things while a captain is not there. If the captain is one of you, so most likely that should be an NPC of some kind. You will need a navigator / pilot, someone that can drive the ship that has proficiency with water vehicles. That is a requirement of that. A bosun, someone who can keep an eye on the ship's condition and keep track of supplies, stuff like that. Perhaps someone that is more vigilant, perhaps. And then the last thing that you will need, obviously, because it's long journeys across the sea, is most likely. Well, this isn't a essential, but it is probably something you should look for anyway. Something you could probably last without, but you would be on rations otherwise. Is a cook. Someone that can make food, make something that kind of will keep morale up and will keep you from eating trail mix, because that would suck. So yeah,
So
those are
just to
some
make
roles that you
sure.
should look into.
Bosun, captain, navigator, and cook. Were the
Yes,
4 you mentioned, correct?
captain,
Quartermaster / first
quartermaster.
mate.
Yeah, captain, quartermaster / first mate, navigator, bosun, cook. So 5 roles.
The first mate should be an NPC if one of us is the captain, and then the navigator has to have water proficiency or proficiency in water vehicles,
yes.
which means we will need Cordelia to teach one of us to do that.
Yes.
Yeah. For this initial
Do
trip,
we know?
Or I
Cordelia
do
could be
it.
your navigator, 100%.
Yeah.
Yes, but during the trip's time,
Oh,
one of us has to be
correct.
taught.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That's
Or you
easy
could
enough.
find someone else that has proficiency in water vehicles. You wanted to
Yeah.
hire someone?
Yeah, but then we have to pay. We gotta pay them if we do that.
Yeah. Do we know what kind of roles would be involved with?
It might not necessarily be
Or
roles.
is that for something later?
It might not necessarily be roles. It might just be general vibes.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, the only things that are like specifically like roles are would be for like for the navigator, it would be like their skill if you got into like combat or were in a storm or needed to like do something like that, or also not getting lost on the sea as well. That's the main one. Like navigator would be the main one, but that's because they're driving the ship. That's the main one where like roles would be involved, I guess. But like I'm not gonna make you like roll to be like, how many supplies have you got? Things like that. Like, no, you're good in terms of that. Mostly it will be for the navigator, but currently you have that covered. So
yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. As we walk away, I just until we're out of earshot of the old sailor, I'm just like, oh, thank you so much, kind person. How can I ever repay you? Until we're out of earshot. And then I stop.
Yeah.
Veldren does not speak during this time.
And then as soon as we
Until we're out of earshot.
as soon as we like turn a corner and he can't see or hear us anymore, she like stands up straighter. She wipes the tears away. Oh, well, that worked.
Cordelia, I would.
You're welcome.
You abused that old man's kindness.
That's what you do. If not him, I was gonna go back to the person Sybil talked to and do the same thing.
Try to naturally argue the price down.
Doesn't always work. Besides, he was asking for way below it was worth anyway. There was not a chance he was gonna go lower. Surprised it worked. But it did. So you're welcome. That's a stranger that none of us are ever going to see again. Why does it matter?
And you know we're never going to see him again.
Most likely.
Gosh, I hope we
still-
see him again. He's old. If we don't see him again, that might mean he died.
He's a person still. Look, obviously we are not going to agree on this, but what's done is done.
Be kind to everybody, Veldren. That's not how the world works.
According to who?
According to everybody.
Exactly. And since when did I let everybody's opinion affect what I do?
One day, you're
we're
going to
not
be
going to
kind
argue
to
about
the
this
wrong
anymore.
person, Veldren. It's going to get you in a lot of trouble.
I would rather be kind and in trouble than mean-spirited and safe. And that's my own personal choice. But it's what's done is done. And we did need the ship. We should go investigate.
Yes,
Of
let's go try to find that entrance.
course.
I mean, I know where to start, so.
Lead the way.
I do.
Okay. Where are you taking everyone?
I am taking them. Sorry, we
No, you're good.
debated
You're so good.
last session about it. Where are my notes on it?
I know you take like a
right.
billion notes, so you're good.
I do. I take so many notes.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the old temple.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you know that there is an old temple underground.
Okay.
Yeah.
The entrance. Oh, it's near the labyrinth.
Yes.
Or it's over the labyrinth.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
know that there is somewhere in town there is kind of like an underground entrance that leads down. It's kind of in the similar area to where you were with where you went with Aridia. It's in that kind of part of the
Yeah.
city, the kind of like darker, shadier
Yeah.
part of town.
Yeah.
But yeah, you kind of are able to kind of make your way back to that part of the city. And then if you want to make me it's a survival check, I would say.
Um,
Trying to kind of make
as
your way.
yeah, as
Trying
we
to.
start heading there, I would go, Sybil, you might want to.
Oh, already done. She's
Okay.
anytime we're outside.
Mhm.
Anytime we
Just
leave
checking.
the
Oh
cabin.
yeah, I assume it's up at all times.
Okay, fair. Survival check.
Yes.
Okay. 17.
17. Yeah,
Mhm.
you are able to kind of make your way down like a few alleys and stuff like that, kind of avoiding avoiding like folks. Like you see like a few people kind of looking in your direction. You're like, cool, don't get too close to them, they'll mug us.
Yep.
But like you're able to kind of make your way
I
to
like pull Sybil away from them.
yeah. But yeah, you eventually kind of make your way to there's kind of like a hill in this part of like the town, just like a small like hill, but then like cut into the side of it, there is kind of almost like a tunnel entrance, like it leads down into some sewers. And you make your way down there and continue along for a little while, kind of underground, and then there is a kind of barred gateway that seems to lead into a kind of cave that is not part of this kind of network of tunnels.
Yeah.
It seems to kind of like break out into the underground sewer area, but there's kind of like a kind of grated off kind of natural area where some of the walls seems to have fallen through, and it's kind of been like barred up to stop people going through. But it looks old.
Yeah. Seems like we're probably going to right way.
I don't like this.
I don't either.
Oh. Quite, this is going to be interesting.
Exciting.
We're just scouting. We are definitely not doing this without Aridia and Astra, considering
course not.
those two are also the most effective at this.
No, I have seen exactly what Aridia can do, and yeah, we're definitely going to need her. But now we know where it is.
Do you know where it is?
Is this
Do we want to
exactly
scout?
what it is?
Do we want to scout into there a little bit?
Yes, but the first sign that anything happens, we run.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Let me go in front. I can check for if there are any. If I was this devil, I would lay traps, magical or otherwise, towards the lair. I'm quite good at finding them, dealing with them.
Okay. I will say there is a kind of metal grate in front of you, blocking your path currently.
Big.
Is it locked? Is it grabbed?
There doesn't appear to be a lock on it.
Can I try it? Is it like one of those grates that comes like straight down?
It's at an angle, and it looks like it's kind of it's like it's set into it, but it's almost like a sewer grate in a way, like it's been placed over it, but perhaps it might be able to be lifted out with enough strength.
I was like, yeah, can I try and lift it?
Yeah, make me an athletics check, Cordelia. Is anyone assisting?
I have
I don't think
my
either of us. I think that would impose disadvantage if either of us
6
helped.
strength over here is like, I'll help.
I have my great axe out and I'm like holding it in my hands and I go, here, Veldren, hold it, and I hand it to Veldren.
Veldren, you just what? Like it is the
it's
heaviest thing.
it's the How to Train Your Dragon moment with hiccups.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Whenever Veldren flexes, you know that meme of SpongeBob when he flexes and then it zooms in and it's just the bone? It's just that.
This is so mean.
And it goes
That's
down.
so
It goes.
mean.
Yeah.
It's so mean. What the fuck?
Hey, you gave yourself 6 strength, this dude.
It's okay. There's another
Yeah.
6 strength rogue coming up.
Hey, how does a 24 sound?
24, you
24.
almost
Yeah.
effortlessly. There is a moment where you tense and you kind of pull, and there's a bit of a grating sound as you kind of lift it out of the kind of wall it's set into, but you pull it out and you're able to kind of set it down with little to no. Guys, it wasn't that funny. Come on.
It was you going,
I realized what I said. God. What is it with you two today? God.
I didn't catch what you said. Honestly. I was too busy going, yeah, I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm fucking awesome.
He
mean,
said
yeah.
grating sound and then went, huh.
Yeah. It makes a grating sound as you lift this grate out.
Boo! Hiss!
Boo! Yeah, that wasn't my intention. I didn't think it was. I didn't mean to do that, but then I went, haha, and that was enough to set these two off. Anyway.
Yep.
No, that's really funny. I don't care. That's just funny.
All right, I'll take it. Guys, I'm funny, apparently. What? Anyway, you lift this grate out and you were able to kind of place it on the ground, and yeah, you kind of feel this kind of waft of cold air kind of just runs through all of you. It feels very kind of cold as it hits you. It almost like goes through your clothes, through your whole body, kind of just straight to your core. Cordelia, you felt a cold breeze on the sea before. This is
nothing
different.
like this.
Something about this is different.
Yeah, I turn back to Veldren. I see that Veldren can't even pick up my axe, and I go, boy, I hope you're stealthier than you are strong, as I pick it back with one hand.
Okay, listen, it's not my fault I'm like this. Thank you very much.
Well,
Let's get going.
Technically, it is. You could do something to kind of actually work those muscles, you know? But I'm sure you'll learn that on the ship.
You'd be quite surprised.
Veldren's got an autoimmune disease, Morgan.
Do you think Cordelia knows that?
Do you think Cordelia knows what auto and immune mean?
No.
That Cordelia would go,
Quite
so wait,
surprised,
is your
Cordelia.
immune system automatic then?
I thought
Yeah,
everyone's
that's the
I thought
problem.
everyone's immune system was automatic. That's how that worked.
I just taught us how it worked. She doesn't know.
I
You
didn't
ever just
say
have to, guys, you ever just have to manually immune? You ever just have to?
Yeah.
Anyway,
She goes, all right, do your trap finding shit, whatever.
We'll begin to stealth forward and
Alright.
look for traps as we
you're
go
gonna look
along.
for traps. Okay, absolutely. Yeah, make me a perception check then, my friend. Or
Are you
investigation,
sure?
actually.
Investigation.
Yeah,
I'll be right.
investigation, sorry, my
I'll be
bad.
right behind Veldren, so Sybil's behind me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we'll take on the
15.
15. Yeah, you don't find anything out of place. This long kind of dark kind of rigid hallway leading downwards. It's a steep maybe 45-degree angle. It's nasty. You have to kind of actively keep your footing to stop yourself from kind of sliding down. But you're able to all kind of find grip as you slowly make your way down. You continue. How far down would you go? As it kind of keeps going.
Till we find something interesting, probably.
Yeah.
See, like, are there any like I want to kind of map out where we go. Like, are there like any twists, turns? I'm probably about. I would imagine I'm probably about 30 feet ahead of these two. As I go quietly, you trying to use like my dark vision and everything to.
So you're saying you're going about 30 feet ahead?
I'm about 30 feet ahead of these two. I'm probably going to go until we find something of interest.
Okay. Yeah. You continue making your way down. Let me pull up some notes real quick.
Sybil's on the struggle bus. This is one of her worst nightmares.
Yeah. Yeah, Sybil, it is dark. It is cold. There is a sinking feeling in your stomach as every step you take further down feels your stomach takes about 5. It's not good down here, bestie. You're not having a good time. Yeah, also you're very, very blind.
I'm not gonna do dancing lights right now because what if a devil pops out and kills us?
I did have to. Yeah, I will say you can't see where you're going. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah,
I'm just going low and slow.
I also don't have dark vision.
Oh
no! Okay, well, all right. I guess that's both of you then. Can
Up
you
to
both
you,
make
Veldren.
me dexterity checks, please? As you cannot see, this is a steep angle, and you cannot see where your footing is going.
I can't wait.
Okay.
I can't wait to go on a slide. Oh,
Check. 13.
17.
13 and 17.
Mhm.
Sybil, you're okay. With a 13 though, Cordelia, you
Yeah.
do lose your footing a little bit. Can you, as you're kind of like, you feel yourself kind of like slipping, kind of like maybe on some like loose stone. Can you make me a dexterity saving throw to try and save this?
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't okay. Saving throw 18. No, sorry. 15.
15. Yeah,
15.
you just about, you like drop to the ground, like grabbing like some stone. Like you basically throw yourself to the ground to stop yourself from sliding. Sybil, you hear a scuffle in front of you. You don't see anything.
I'll dancing lights. I will dancing lights so I can see what's happening.
Yeah, you dancing lights. You see, Veldren, as you're making your way down, you feel light behind you and you hear the sound of something. You kind of are able to look back. You see Cordelia kind of like latched onto the ground, like, oh. Sybil kind of dance. You see the kind of, you would know dancing lights. So you see these kind of multicolored lights in Sybil's hand. And then you see multiple small pebble-like stones roll down past you, down into the darkness below you.
I'll look at it like.
And then everything goes still again.
I had to cringe ever so slightly.
Yep.
And I will like sit and try to listen to see if anything heard us.
Make me a perception check.
Bad. 8.
8.
8.
It's quiet. Eerily quiet. It's it's like cave sounds, you know, it's just that like that humming of just the air, just blowing through. It's that, and then like the occasional like sound of like water droplets in the distance. It's y'all are caving right now. It's not great.
We're spelunking.
I hate looking. I don't like.
Nightmare.
Listen, y'all can go back if you want.
No, we gotta keep going.
But you haven't found anything yet.
We'll look back and
I'm helping Cordelia up very quickly.
We'll walk back slowly of like. Man, I really hope you can keep your feet as well as you can lift things.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's fucking dark and slippery down here, and I can't see in the dark.
Do you need to hold a hand?
Not yours.
And Veldren will laugh like good-naturedly. Like
I miss my wife, Tales.
What he's saying.
I miss
You
her
hold
a
that
lot.
hand out to me again, Veldren, I'll bite it.
Hey, yo.
That doesn't sound pleasant. It's
Exactly.
quite unpleasant.
Do we keep going? Do we turn back?
I was going to ask you all that. We could keep going until we find something of interest. We know where the gates are, at the very least, but
What if that something of interest is
that's
it?
why I'm asking.
That's what I'm afraid of.
It could
It-
be something. Yeah.
I feel like what we're doing right now is entering the labyrinth.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying thought.
But that also means we still haven't found where it actually is if we're just entering the labyrinth.
Yes.
That's true.
Oh, I don't like this.
What are you doing?
How would we go a little bit further?
Okay.
Sure.
And I will go ahead of us all. And if I see anything, we will head back.
Okay.
Get in front and get back to stealthing my ass off.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone being stealthy.
Yeah. You want to remake me those stealth rolls?
I don't want to roll anymore.
Oh, no.
Okay.
27.
27?
One.
Why doesn't Oh.
17.
Dirty
Okay.
2, but a natural one.
Wait,
A
wait.
dirty
Let me see,
2.
do I have
Incredible.
anything? Do I have anything for this?
I
No,
don't
I
you?
don't.
Yeah, pass
I
that,
don't
Trace.
have anything for this.
I don't
No,
think, I don't think even
Astra
past, Trace
does.
would save you here. I'm gonna be so honest.
Astra
Um,
does.
yeah.
Astra,
I
I miss you.
I also don't. Yeah, I can't. Yep. Bye,
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna go
am-
slide. I'm gonna go slide.
you continue.
I am a bit of.
Well, I mean, no. Well, it is stealth check. You continue down, Sybil, but as you kind of got your lights now, you are kind of a beacon a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell because the light's all around you. But like Veldren, you're like, I can see in the dark, but like the light is going like far ahead of me, even though Sybil is behind me. Like the light is still going, but you know Sybil needs it to see. And you know how Sybil feels about
Oh no!
Dark-
Yeah,
dark-
Veldren would never say.
dark declines. So
I would have turned off the lights to do a stealth roll, but the nat one would.
yeah, I think it's probably that thing where you're like, I should turn them off, but the darkness, no.
Yeah.
And it just like fear kind of overcomes you, and you just keep them up despite your better judgment.
I think Veldren sneaks a little bit farther ahead, seeing the light.
Okay,
I
how
think he'll
far?
go up to
How far?
60 feet. I
60
think
feet?
he's walking 60 feet in front of the group right
Okay.
now.
In that case,
Yeah.
Belgian, you would see this first.
Mhm.
You maybe go for another sort of 200 feet or so, with everyone else
Mhm.
following you about 60 feet behind. And then you reach the end, and the decline kind of levels out, and you step out. And how far does your dark vision go?
My dark vision. Let me check my features. I'm pretty sure it's 60 feet. I have a dark vision
60
of 60 feet, so I could probably, with my dark vision, I can see like the beginning of Cordelia probably behind.
You step out, and you step out into a large cavern. You look up, and with your 60 feet dark vision, you can't see the ceiling. You look ahead of you, and you see the ground falls away, apart from a single stone bridge that leads out across a chasm. Do you peek over the edge?
Of course I do.
Yeah. You peek over the edge and you look down, and whilst you definitely cannot see the bottom, you almost feel almost like an aura, like you're looking into some sort of abyss. You almost feel almost like there's like a bluish kind of light almost coming from deep below. Veldren, you know the labyrinth is down there. You've never been into it, but you know that this is definitely an entrance to the labyrinth. Maybe not where you're at right now, but you are at the precipice of the labyrinth. There is.
I go back.
You look to your kind of like left, and you do see what looks like a very jagged, very unsafe looking spiral set of stairs cut into the edge that leads down into this pit. That would, you assume, lead you down into the labyrinth. But ahead of you, you see across this bridge, there is actually light at the other end. So you do see something. You see an old chapel building made of obsidian stone with a roof made of black tiling that almost looks like it's been engraved to look like feathers. You see the windows, stained glass, look like they're almost like blackout stained glass windows, which is a little strange. But what strikes you as different is that there is a ominous red and orange glow coming from inside this chapel. You can see it through the windows. You think you might have found the lair of this demon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I will.
Roll something real quick. What was your stealth check, by the way, Veldren?
27.
27. Okay, cool.
Yup.
What was everyone else's?
Nat 1.
Okay.
17.
Cool. Yep.
I'm pretty far ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't gotten there yet.
Right?
Veldren, yeah, you kind of take all of this in. I would say with you kind of stopping, everyone's probably about 30 feet away now, but you're able to turn back, and if you're heading back towards the others, you can absolutely do that.
I immediately head back to the group. I'm like immediately walking back.
Yeah.
So go back. Found it. It's right there. It's right there.
Okay.
Big feather temple. I can see the labyrinth below. A massive cavern.
All right.
I don't think we should get close to it. If we get close to it, I think it might sense us.
Okay, yeah, we can go.
Beyond what normal means of stealth can do.
Okay, let's go. Let's go back up. Oh, now we have to climb.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Turn
I
around and head back.
I will
Yeah.
gesture us back.
Yeah.
And I think I will take the rear this time.
Mm-hmm.
Short
Yeah.
sword kind of drawn at my side.
What's
looking
everyone's...
back with dark vision.
Oh, you're looking back? Okay. Good to know. You look back with 60 feet of dark vision, so you would see the bottom. Veldren, is that you're starting to make your way up. You said you're looking back. All right. You look
No,
back.
I'm looking back. I am looking back.
Yeah. As the other two kind of start making your way up, curiosity, you feel almost like hairs stand up on the back of your neck as you turn and look back. And you see a figure standing at the bottom So about 30 feet away from you, a woman with looks to be a human woman at first. Long, kind of flowing, kind of brown hair over one shoulder. But then you see in your darkness, you look a little closer, and the thing that actually caught your eye was her single glowing demonic eye. As
no.
one
No.
side of her face seems to have twisted and become demonic. A single horn growing out of the top of her head. The hair kind of changing from the brown to more of a black color flowing over her other shoulder. You see in both hands she holds wicked looking long swords, and she's just staring up at you, unmoving, but she sees you and is watching you from the
Song?
Oh, she's like battle stance ready to attack you, but is not moving. She just seems to be stood at the bottom, like seems to have seen or heard something, but stands at the bottom of this, like, this, it's 30 feet away from you, is not advancing. You're actively moving away from her. She's just like, almost like she's guarding. Like she's detected you and is now guarding a certain line, but is just watching you.
Okay, wait. You said this is a humanoid looking
A
woman.
humanoid
correct?
looking
And
woman.
One with one eye glowing.
One side of her face looks completely normal, just like she's a normal human.
Uh-huh.
The other side of her face is twisted and demonic with a horn growing out of the other side. You look down. If you look at her hand holding one of the blades, you see it is also the same demonic red with twisted nails wrapped around the blade itself. But the other hand is normal. Very, very Two-Face-esque.
Would I know, is this the demon, or is this a demon this is one of the people that have been like blessed by this demon as like a is this a
make
warlock?
me a religion check.
Are you sure that's not Arcanum with
It's
a warlock?
no, it's religion.
Are we sure? Are we
It's
sure
religion.
about that?
Yep.
I'm rolling religion, I promise.
Yep.
Natural 20? I don't.
Yeah.
I'll re-roll it.
Okay. Yeah.
But
You look at this woman, and yeah, you see almost a look in her eye. This woman, you can't tell if she's fully in control of herself. She's looking at you with this almost hateful look. But you've not done anything. She is warding a territory. And from what you've heard of this being, the way Cordelia, you described what you were told, right? I believe you shared, like, yeah, you gave them the name, and did you give any, like, you were given a vague description.
I don't think I was given a description.
Okay,
But I was also told
the word.
I was also told
I'll say this:
man.
the pronoun of he was used. I'll say that.
Yes,
much.
I was like, I was told it was a man.
Yep.
And his
you were
name
told
is
it was
Ulysses.
a man. Yep.
That's kind of all I was
Ulysses.
given.
Yep.
Yeah.
Veldren, this seems to be a feminine figure. You don't know for sure, but well, actually, with your natural 20, you would know this. This is not a demon. This is a human that has been taken over and is being not quite possessed, but is at the mercy of whatever this demon is controlling them.
I will freeze.
Mm-hmm.
We have to go. They're looking at us. Right now.
Go.
Do either of you turn back? Oh wait, no, you're both blind. Yeah, unless
no.
Dancing lights is up, but it only
Dancing
goes 60 feet. So
only goes
if
60
any-
feet. I mean, yeah, if you guys are all going, well, yeah, okay.
We may see her out of the corner of our eyes because we look back to look at Veldren.
Okay,
Yeah.
do you both look back?
I do.
Probably to look at Veldren talking.
Okay.
I do,
climbing.
yeah.
If it's like a quick thing,
Yeah, it's a quick
make
thing.
me if it's literally like you're more looking at Veldren, kind of almost like a seeing it out of the corner of your eye thing. Perception checks disadvantage.
Oh, that's good.
I do like a quick look back. So
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
I can do that.
Oh.
8. No, 7.
11.
11. Yeah, there's something. You see the vague shape of a feminine figure, Cordelia, with your 11,
Yeah.
but you don't see more than that. You see a feminine figure with 2 twin blades just
Okay.
looking up at you. Yeah, you don't see much more than that. You see there is a figure with weapons, and you're like, okay, we gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
plug
can-
in, book it.
Yeah, you guys quickly make your way up this incline. You climb to the top. You get to the top. You replace the grate. You wait a few moments. Nothing seems to be pursuing you.
All right.
What's that?
So it was a woman possessed, for as far as I could tell.
Does she look like?
Long brown hair over one shoulder. I'll reiterate the description for them. Not really holding back.
Hey, Dia,
Ordinary.
is
Yes.
that similar to what the broker looked like?
Yes.
Oh, you describe it, you watch Cordelia's face drop.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming, Veldren, you also describe the demonic side.
Oh yeah.
That wasn't there before, Cordelia. That's new.
No, that's new. Oh, shite.
Oh, it's going to be fun, isn't it? Well, at least we know it's not going to just be the demon. It's going to be, especially with her having seen us or heard us, she'll probably call back the thieves. It's fine. At least we know where it was, and I'll kind of describe the layout of, like, it's a temple to the Raven Queen, where they've holed up,
Ooh.
massive cavern below, single narrow walkway over the cavern. I could see a glowing portal that I'm assuming leads to the labyrinth. I've never been.
It wasn't a
Big
portal. It
swirling-
was more just an eerie
My bad,
blue, eerie blue darkness.
Probably just was the labyrinth.
Yeah.
There's an eerie blue darkness, but I don't know many normal places that give off an eerie blue glow a lot of the time. Oh.
Let's get out of here.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
You
can
guys
fill in
are
the
able
others when we
to-
get back.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I just said we can fill in the others when we get back.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys are able to, you've replaced the grate. Again, nothing is following you. You make your way out of the sewers, kind of back to the streets. Is there anywhere else you would like to go before you head back to the tavern?
I don't think so.
Could I just inquire how much holy oil or holy water might be?
Might be
Just like cost wise.
cost wise.
Yeah. Cost wise. Sorry, I should have clarified that more.
I was like, what in the
That's my bad.
how much holy water would be what in the city? I don't know. Holy water? I mean,
I need a gallon number right now.
so you would know that like holy water like that, there are a few places. There are very rarely places that would sell it as it is holy water. That's more of like you could go somewhere and request it. They would ask you why you needed it and what it was for, and then they would probably do the process of creating holy water there and then give it to you, and then maybe it would have a donation cost. But like acquiring it, you would need to go to a temple of some kind and speak to a cleric.
Can I go by a temple? As like we're going back, it's like, I think we should stop by a temple and this bounty's public knowledge. We can let them know this is what we're working on, and then
Yes.
maybe it's something that they might be able to help us with.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you would definitely be able to find a temple in town. I don't have a specific one in mind, but you would be able to find a temple to one of the gods you would know. But yeah, you're able to kind of make your way there. There's kind of a young halfling kind of woman will kind of just like look at you and go, welcome. Is there anything we can do for you?
Yes, actually. We are a group of adventurers here in the city, and we've taken on a job, and I'll pull out the job posting for the demon infestation.
Oh yes, yes, a
The
terrible
demonic
demon
infestation.
within the city. Yes, and will like kind of make a kind of holy symbol, kind of like
Yes.
we'll like clutch their holy symbol a little. Like, oh,
We are looking to exorcise the demon, and we were wondering if there was any way you might be able to, if we might be able to inquire about possibly getting some holy water to use in exercising.
yes, of course. Do you know how much perhaps you might need, or I can certainly provide you with some. All I would ask would be for a small donation to the church, is all,
Of course.
for their magical energy.
Enough to coat
course.
3. Enough to coat 3 weapons, probably.
Yes, could certainly do that. And yeah, she will be able to provide you with kind of like 3 sort of vials of holy water. How much you pay is up to you. Cause call it prosperity pricing, shall we say?
You motherfucker. I know what that means.
Just shut up. Shut up. Listen, I've been doing it all weekend, okay? You know how annoying it is when when you ask someone how much is the thing and they go prosperity pricing. I'm like, well,
I'll give over 20 gold.
20 gold? Yeah, absolutely. She will happily take that shape.
I'll do like a 20 gold donation.
Thank you very much for your donation. We greatly appreciate it, and I hope you are successful in exercising this demon.
Of course. What was your name?
You motherfucker.
So sorry, it's what Veldren would do. Veldren would ask her name.
Liana. Very lovely to meet you.
A pleasure to meet you, Liana. Just know whenever this demon falls, you have helped.
Oh, that is good to know. Thank you.
And we'll go to leave, and I will hand one of the vials of holy water over to over to Cordelia and be like, "You're welcome."
Thank you. I will meet you two back at the tavern. I have to drop something off real quick.
Okay.
Of course. Do you need company as you go, or we don't mind?
No, fine. Just a quick ting. I'll be back not too long after you two get there, so.
Okay, there's...
Of course.
If we can just find a general store, we'll probably hit that on the way too, so we will probably meet at the same time.
Great.
All right. Yeah. You guys split ways. Cordelia, where are you going?
I would like to go to the post office.
Sure. Yeah. You make your way to the post office.
Yeah, and I just want to drop off the 2 letters that I have written.
Mm-hmm.
for them to get mailed off. Do I have to go up to a counter and do that? It's okay.
Yeah, we don't have to RP that out, but it would probably cost you about a silver for both letters.
Yeah, I'd easily pass it over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then I would start heading back, and I would, on the way, kind of slip into an alley. And I'd pull out the scarf I took from the broker's office.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going to kind of punch the wall. And I'll tuck the scarf back away and head back to the tavern.
Okay. As you kind of step out of the alleyway, kind of going to leave, you hear a familiar voice calling after you as you hear, Captain! As Little John in like slow motion, big puff belly just shaking in front of him, just comes running towards you. I've been looking for you everywhere.
Been a bit busy trying to clean up this fucking mess. What do you want?
Catch my breath. Just like vaguely points back behind him, still out of breath, and to your surprise, you see about 6 or 7 other figures you recognize. Members of your crew. All looking as
first mate there.
Nope. These are random, unnamed members of your crew that look just as confused and surprised to see you as anyone else. I've been looking all over. I found more of us. There's more of us to see. Breath. I haven't been on that song in so long, Captain. I don't know where my accent went. I believe I had a little bit of an Irish accent. I was Scottish. I don't remember. Oh, it's gone.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, yes, Captain. Yes, Captain. All right, Captain. Just slaps himself in the face doing a salute.
I look at the other crew members and I go, what the fuck happened?
One of them kind of steps forward, one of the taller guys with like a kind of scraggly beard is like, Captain, we were hoping you might be able to answer that question. We thought, we don't really know what we thought. We thought you left us behind for some reason. We thought maybe we'd done something wrong, or something, but you're here and the ship's not.
Seem like the type of captain that would leave you behind without telling you why.
Well, no, but I mean, the ship's not there anymore, so...
No, it's not.
We didn't know what had happened.
I don't know why either. They left without me. Why do you think I'm stuck here? You think I want to be here by choice?
No. Captain. Sorry, Captain. It's just, there's a lot of us here, and they all kind of look around. They're like, I don't know if the ship can operate with this many people missing. So I don't...
Good. I hope it can't. Means we can catch up to it sooner.
Right. Yeah, Cordelia, you look around and like, yeah, between there's now like 8 of you here, including you. You know that your crew is like 30 people max, so like a third of your crew is missing. Your ship cannot run without that many people. Like you turn around, you look, and like the bosun is there.
Yeah.
And you're like essential like people are here, and you're like, that's okay. That's a problem. Like, it's not that, like, oh, it would be slow. It would be as in it cannot operate. Like, it would literally not make it very far because it does not have the essential crew it would need.
Why would he leave the bosun behind? That's a stupid mistake even for him. Unless it's not him.
I wish I knew, Captain. Truly, we have no idea. We were just taking the day off as we were told we could have, and then little John found us, and we didn't believe him at first. I mean, he talks a lot of shit anyway, so yeah, I didn't really believe him at first. And we went back to the docks, and the ship wasn't there. So, and we kind of slowly started finding each other, and now we're here. So,
How do I know y'all are telling the truth?
they like look around. They're like, I mean, we would follow you anywhere.
Do I? Starting to doubt that recently.
Kind of like stands up straight. I've followed you everywhere this far, Captain. All of us have. I'd die for you.
Swear? On the
Swear
ship?
it. Swear it on the ship, swear it on the sea. Swear it on my life. And they all murmur the same. They're very clearly
Okay.
like loyal to you and are just as confused as you are.
Can I insight check just to
Absolutely,
be sure?
yeah, go for it.
Because I got 2 theories as to who took my ship, and if one of them is true, there's a reason why she's not super trusting right now. 7.
7.
Yeah.
They're saying that they swear it. You told them to swear it, and they're all swearing it without hesitation.
All right. Here's the deal. Might have a possibility on a new ship.
All right,
Might need some help crewing it,
absolutely.
but it's not exactly my ship. I met some people that want to help weirdly. Not used to it. So, it's not a guarantee. It's a possibility. If that's the case, whether you join me or not, I'm going after me fucking ship, and I'm getting it back from whoever took it.
If you will have us, we'll happily get our ship back with you. That's what we all want.
Oh.
Be back on the
It's
sea.
not just up to me anymore, is it? It's up to people that I met, as this will be their ship after. So. What's the name of the tavern again?
The Toll Tankard.
Thank you. Just stay close to the Tall Tankard. If I need you, I'll find you, or I'll send little John after you.
We shall await your orders, Captain. Give like a salute, and then I'll kind of just start dispersing.
Tips her hat.
Yeah.
I look down at little John. How the fuck did you find him?
I've been busy ever since you sent me off. Ever since you sent me off, I've been looking. He told me to come back at some point, but I wasn't going to come back empty-handed. And so, I just did what I could. Been looking for him for the past couple of days.
No? I might have underestimated you.
Oh, Captain, you, yes, I greatly appreciate that, Captain. Yes, sir. Live to
Keep up
serve,
the good
Captain.
work,
Live to
little
serve.
John. Keep up the good work. And I sort of like flick my coat out as
Grin.
I head back towards the Tall Tankard Tavern.
Yeah. He'll start running after the others. Just like, wait, I've got little legs. Wait. I'm not used to this. I'm not used to not being on the sea. Yeah, he just goes running off after the rest of them. But yeah, you can make your way back to the tavern.
I do, and the whole time she's just like, okay, fucking Hawkins took my ship. Why would he leave the bosun behind? That's a stupid mistake, and I don't think he'd make that mistake. So was it somebody else? Or did he just need to get the fuck out? She's very
Things
in her head. And
don't
she kinda
make
walks
sense
back
right
to
now,
Tall
yeah.
Tankard.
There are a
No,
lot
they
of
do
things not adding up.
Yeah. So she's like, if anybody were to sort of pass by her, she's like so like tunnel visioned right now in her head.
Yeah, people are just like moving out of your way as you're very clearly not going to move for other people.
Nope.
Yeah. Veldren and Sybil, you guys arrive back at the Tall Tankard first. What are you guys doing when you arrive?
Before
Huh.
before we do that, it doesn't need to be RP'd out. Can I just go to a store and get a painter's kit and a bedroll, please, before I forget again?
Canonically, there are no bedrolls. No, of course you can. Yeah, absolutely.
No!
Listen,
The bedroll
it's funny.
economy!
Yeah, no, you absolutely can.
How much cost? How much cost for both?
How much costs for both? Say like a
70
silver.
gold. 70 gold.
No, please.
Coincidentally, 7,000 gold.
No. Perfect. Okay. I purchase. Oh my gosh, my inventory has almost doubled now.
Yippee!
That's crazy.
I now have 5 things in my inventory.
Guys, it took
That's
17
so
episodes, but
insane,
Sybil
dude.
finally acquired a bedroll.
Her inventory is the saddest thing. It's so funny.
Oh, amazing. All right, yeah.
Get bedroll.
You get your bedroll. When this campaign gets turned into an animated show, I want to specifically have that be a Zelda reference of you getting the bedroll.
Absolutely.
Yep.
But yes, we go back to the tavern. Veldren would probably get some things like water and snacks and things like that, and set them both outside of Aridia and Astra's doors to make sure that they are still eating, getting some drinks, and like knock on their knock on their door and then leave so they can like open it up to see those. And then like go back downstairs and take a seat with Sybil and I've not had much time to talk to you today.
Oh yeah, it's been lots of moving.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Inside check. From what happened
Natural
earlier.
20.
Womp womp. What was that for?
Let me end this up. I think there's probably a deception or persuasion check against my insight because I wanted to do an insight on
Fair.
Sybil. 6.
For a total of 28, whether it's deception or persuasion, is both 28.
Okay. Incredible.
I think the nat 20 comes from the fact she's looking at the moment content while she's painting in the sketchbook she has right now.
Yeah.
I think like he would just kind of move on from that and like look down and like, so what are you planning on drawing?
And you can see already there's like an outline of the ship we're about to have. And she's like, I want to see if maybe I could paint the side of the ship when we have a name for it. So I want to create that. Maybe.
I think that would be lovely. Yes.
Thank you. You can see like her hands shake a lot and stuff, so it's not as she's very out of practice. So she's like trying to adjust and keeps like painting over it. It's looking a little more chaotic and less refined than she's used to with her paintings.
Yeah, I think he would just like contentedly like not like stare at her drawing the entire time because that can make someone uncomfortable, but like just steal glances as he's like making conversation. Just legitimately interested in seeing how it turns out. I had a number of friends back in university that were artists and were going for their artistry. My brother actually draws a little bit, but it's more for designs than anything else.
That's really interesting. You don't really talk about him that much.
Iso, yes.
Yeah.
Since we are journeying together for a while more, I've told a small fib in the past. I told you it was a friend of mine that was cursed. It's my brother instead. I just wasn't sure. It's something I don't like to talk about him to people I haven't met yet. Or
Oh, I
know
understand.
fully.
I'm
What with what I do?
I'm so sorry.
It is fine. We're on this journey to find it, and if he progresses, like go back. What was the name of her? What was the name? If he progresses like Lilia does, he has a decade to go. Lilia had it for years. He's only had it for the past 3. So I'm confident in my ability to be able to find something in that amount of time.
We'll find something.
I think when you say I think there is a legitimate smile that grows on Veldren's face of like, like that he just can't help himself with. Like, yes, we will, and we will find a way to get rid of your problem as well. He says, he says, glancing towards your wrists, to where the gems are.
Maybe.
I have a few ideas on things that theoretical ideas on some ways, but I would like to run them by a more senior artificer before consulting with anything. Maybe one day we can try, if we can't find anything. And where are we going to journey? We've basically bought a ship now. I think we should start trying to discuss where we're going to go.
Yes.
Of
Cordelia
course,
can definitely help us with that because we have to find
yes.
her ship and then probably whatever's closest to that, which I think is the Aurora Isles.
Oh.
Yeah. Whew.
It seems like a lot of us are running from things. Going to the Aurora Isles would probably be the best place to lose anyone in any sense of I don't see much of a paper trail going through the Aurora Isles. So maybe for the best.
Do you think we could find anyone there?
What do you mean?
I have a friend who was lost at sea quite a bit ago, and the rumor had it. There were a lot of rumors, and one was, oh, the Pirate Queen got the ship. And I don't know if anyone survives that, but I hope so. Her
Sure,
family's
we could find. Keep going, sorry.
her family is obviously missing her a lot.
I'm sure we could find something. We can spend a few days. We can spend more than a few days there. I mean, once we're out of the city, I don't think we're on much of a time limit for much things, unless Astra or Aridia. Oh,
Yeah, we could talk to them about it.
what if the missing girl is Cordelia? He says with a grin that is like obviously not.
Unless Cordelia's an Asimar, I don't think so.
Oh, she's an asshole, is she?
Yeah. Yeah, yes.
Just like Astra, who
No, Astra's human.
Yeah, she's so funny with that, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She is. What are we going to do there? We can't.
Nothing.
What do we
Nothing.
tell?
No, absolutely not. It's not coming from us. No.
But she's going to find out at some point.
Then
Now that
that's on her.
she's away from this, she's going to know we've been lying to her the
We're
whole
not lying.
time.
We're not lying to her. We're just not saying
We're
anything.
purposely keeping her in the shadow, and you know that is just as bad.
What if she never finds out and it's fine and everything's fine?
She'll never find out.
Probably not.
I mean, I'm sure she'll never, burst the wings out of her back in front of someone, and they go, "Oh my gosh, that's not a human thing." I was like, "Oh my gosh, ASMR."
She'll probably say, "No, I'm a human, silly."
What if she believes them?
And that's great. And that's a great
I
step in the
hate
right
keeping
direction.
information from people.
I know.
My entire order is about spreading information to people.
If you want to tell her, by all means, go ahead.
Yes, but you got so much more of a rapport with. I've not spoken to Astra a whole lot, other than to ask where her magic's come from, and a few other things.
And she didn't say her magic came from celestials or anything like that.
Well, no, they come from the literal stars themselves. Oh, maybe that's why Zayt has taken such a liking to her.
Poor man.
Speaking, but are we inviting? And Cordelia can come back at any point.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's probably around the time that Cordelia comes back.
Literally,
Just
if you want Cordelia to come
poor
at any
man.
point,
Come on
Anyways,
in.
Cordelia
Go for it.
enters.
Yeah.
She comes back in, immediately goes to the bar and orders a drink.
Drink is provided to you.
We have a
And
seat ready for her.
just
Yeah,
like
no.
just like very exacerbated, sits down.
Fun time.
There's more of my crew here.
That's good news,
Nice.
isn't it? Has it all just been a misunderstanding then? Did they maybe sail around to the other side of the docks?
No, it's only a third of them.
Okay.
I had a crew of 30 people. Big ship.
Can your ship operate? Can your ship operate for that? You had quite a big
No,
ship, didn't you?
especially not that the bosun was left behind.
So probably
That's
you have-
strange. And you're sure the ship isn't here anymore?
She doesn't have glasses, but it's a very look.
I think it's an honest question. Did you check the rest of the docks?
Sibyl's wondering if you forgot where you parked it.
Pink, I haven't searched all over the docks for me fucking ship.
It's just a question.
It's not here. In fact, I talked to a witness that saw it leave.
I'm going to slide my mug of lavender tea over to Cordelia. I think you need this instead. It helps calm the mind.
Add the whiskey to it.
I don't want your flower water. No, thank you.
It's very good flower water. I mean, that's your loss. It's sweetened with a touch of honey in it. Moving on to the meat of the issue. Where did it? Someone? Do you have any ideas who may have stolen the ship? Then, since you can rule out a third of the suspects.
You were
Yeah,
in an
no.
altercation. Sorry. Oh,
No, you go ahead.
I was just you were in an altercation when we had encountered you. Did someone have a vendetta against you?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's one of the possible suspects, you could say. Is this fucking Dragonborn killed the person that I was supposed to make a deal with,
Okay.
and wanted what I had instead. It's going to offer me a lot of money. But I don't make deals with people I don't know very well. So I said no and tried to kill me. That's when I jumped
Interesting.
out the window.
GM, do I remember the build? We were outside of a school, right? Would Veldren
It was
have
like an office.
known?
There was like an
It's an
office
office.
building.
That was an
Mm.
office. Got
Yeah.
you. I don't know why I was thinking it was like a university for some reason.
You're fine.
Murder in the city. Fantastic.
First time it's been threatened with me. Won't be the last.
Did you? So you didn't know the person that? What were they trying to make a deal with you for? Your ship?
No, Tay wanted what I was tasked with finding.
What were you tasked with finding? Maybe that can give us a hint to just who stole your ship.
That's a conversation to not be had with pioneers.
Understood.
The other suspect, which would be a whole lot worse, is my first mate, Hawkins.
Well, if it was your first mate, he would have needed to have a secondary crew in the winds to because from what I understood, you went to the office, encountered us,
Mm.
and then left, and then came back with us to the town square, and then went back to your ship. That couldn't have happened in more than an hour or two, right? And so he would have had to have immediately begin to set off.
Hawkins is many things, one of which being is resourceful. Why do you think I have him as my first mate? That's why I'm not too trusting of my crew that was left behind right now. Can't really trust anybody, if that's the case, but if it really was him and he left the bosun behind, that is a stupid mistake to make. And he doesn't
What
make
if-
stupid mistakes.
Do you have any rival crews that might be looking to get you back? What if they're
Don't-
holding your crew for ransom? That could be a possibility.
You know, no other pirate crews really like each other, but the only one that I can think of that technically has a sort of vendetta against me would be my old crew.
Your old crew.
The first one I was with. I was offered the job.
Do you think it's a possibility that maybe they came by, took your ship with the rest of your crew on it as a way to maybe lure you somewhere?
Maybe.
No, they would need to leave behind a note if that was the case. They would want you to know who it was.
I think anybody knows you take a ship, you're gonna chase after it. But
Yes, but they could go anywhere in the sea.
yeah,
They would want to
exactly.
give you they would want to leave behind at least maybe a note or at least a sign that it was them.
There was nothing left behind. I checked. Maybe it was me old crew. I can tell you my captain wasn't happy when I left. Points to the scar that's across her mouth.
Oh boy.
Not too keen on letting one of his crew members go to start their own crew.
And if he wants to keep his employees around, he could at least maybe offer better benefits than a scar.
Pirates are ruthless. That's why I'm not the captain he was.
So you don't have any idea.
No. And I don't like being kept in the dark about things. Look, if you want them to come aboard the ship, it means that we have a relatively capable crew to help crew the ship. But I told them it wasn't entirely my choice in the matter, because it's not my ship that we're going to be on.
Let's talk about that with the rest of everyone whenever they come
Yeah.
in. This seems like deciding who goes. I mean, we have a number of companions as well. I don't know if they would want to come with us.
Fair point.
I mean, Sybil and I were talking about possible places to go.
Yeah, what you thinking?
Well, we were thinking possibly the Aurora Isles to help you find where your ship went.
Yeah, Tat would be my guess as to where it's going, but she looks you two over. Sure, you two want to be going there?
I can fit in just about anywhere if I have to.
Fair warning, there's no rules there, except the code. But that's really more guidelines than actual rules, so consider it quite a lawless place. I should know if I'm not on the sea, I'm most likely there.
Like I said, it's an idea as of right now.
I mean, if you're
Other
running
possible
from
places,
if you're running from something, as her eyes kind of land on Sybil, it's a great place to go. Like I said, no laws there.
Do you know the pirate queen or what she's like?
Oh, her. DM, what do I know about the Pirate Queen?
You maybe a history check. See what you remember about her.
Sure. Oh, that's a natural one.
Natural one.
Ooh.
You haven't encountered her. You
Yeah.
know that she is dangerous and
Mhm.
to be avoided, and you know that she has walked into a full tavern of people and has been the only one to walk out before.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing gets past her. She is
Is this
ruthless, and she to
Yeah.
declare yourself a queen of a lawless land is
Yeah.
quite the statement. She
Mhm.
holds her own.
Yeah.
She has definitely earned that title.
Yeah, Cordelia goes, oh, her. And her sort of eyes flash to you, Sybil, and she goes, you're looking at her?
Oh,
Oh, you're too easy. Better
she's
learn
just
to
looking
not be so
quizzically.
gullible
She's
when
just
you're there. I haven't encountered her, but from what I hear, she is, quite the, pirate. Very dangerous, very, good at what she does. Big fucking ego to call yourself queen of a place that has no laws.
Does she take prisoners?
Not a lot is known about her. It's more of like a ghost story, you could say. A tale to tell on the seas. So maybe she takes prisoners, maybe she kills them, maybe she takes prisoners and then kills them. No one really knows for sure. Can tell you no one's necessarily lived to tell the tale. But who knows? Tales like this, they get taller and taller and taller over time.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
A number of other places we could also look to. I would be quite interested in hydronium. I know that the technological advancements are incredible. I'd love to be able to find an artificer and speak to him about a couple ideas that I have. Draconium. They are also quite
You watch her stiffen as you mention draconium a little bit.
bad history.
Just not my favorite place.
Bad history.
Say that.
Anything to look out for if I decide to visit there at any point?
This is me looking at my notes. Give me 1 second.
I have to do it all the time.
Yeah. No, not necessarily. It's not necessary. It's not really a dangerous place.
Just a rough time. In that case, then. Like I said, it's an idea. They have a few things that could be of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Phelan, I would rather stay away from personally. Is chaos. Chaos is something that I've spent my life learning everything about magic.
Yeah.
Chaotic magic, I don't think that'd be quite the go-to.
It also seems like maybe one of your teammates has a bad history with it.
Yes. Quite. Rather, I need to visit Ashenvale at some point. But I don't think yet. I have other things I need to figure out before then. But will also be not eager to go there, even when I need to, I feel like.
Look, wherever you want to go, we get my ship back. I'll lead you wherever you want to go. That's the deal we made, so.
Thank you. And we'll find your ship.
I hope so.
Oh, enough of planning. Enough of. I feel like we've done a lot of that today. We can do the rest of it whenever we talk to Aridia and Astra. They will need to be briefed on. It's not just the demon.
Yeah. No, it's not. Shame.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, besides your ship being taken and being stranded here and not knowing who took it. Fine. Are you alright?
Figured.
Yes.
She doesn't say anything, but she just sort of narrows her eyes at you. Okay?
Well, it's not going to ask if I'm all right. I see how.
Are
it
you
is.
all
Let's
right?
take a swig of his lavender tea.
I talked to you earlier today, alright? We already had this conversation.
Yes, I know.
That was
It's more
something
to-
I meant to ask you, not in a public place surrounded by. Looks around at the NPCs that are nearby and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We can retire to one of the rooms.
We need to get a room if we're going to stay
That's right,
here.
we haven't. That's right, I did kind of just. Yes, I forgot about that. Barkeep, 1 room, 2 rooms.
One room, make it a double.
I was gonna say,
One
you
room
guys
for
saying,
ya.
"Oh, we need to get a room." Yeah, everyone's been waiting the whole campaign. Anyway,
She takes a sip of her drink.
Sweet.
Shouldn't you just need 1 room for the both of you?
No, it
Why
depends
would
on
we
the
need
price.
that?
Probably is it expensive
I
here?
think that's fair point. I mean, no, I checked the prices when we
It's a
first
couple of
got down.
gold.
We can easily afford. We can easily afford 2 rooms.
Yeah.
Are you both stupid or just dense?
I'm sorry.
That's all it say. Is it
My
not?
mistake.
We'll look to Sybil like, am I missing something? Is this the time I'm being obtuse?
Oh, how we met Cordelia.
It was that convincing. It was that convincing. No, we're just friends.
Oh,
That
friends
was to
friends that make out with each other in an alley? Yeah, Aridia and I are just friends too.
Jesus.
not like that. Not like that. And he will lower it. He'll lower his voice. Oh, he'll cast message and was to hide from the people that killed Bishop. We're just friends. That was to hide. A trick I learned from a companion of mine.
Cordelia will respond to the message and go, pretty convincing plan there, Veldren. Who came up with it?
The person that taught me is a friend of mine, Silas. We once were being hunted down by guards, and we had to slide into an alleyway really quickly. And trust me, there is no romantic attraction there between the two of us.
Sure.
Say it like that. Looking at me very oddly.
So it's like, what?
I'm going to go get 2 rooms.
I think because you guys were doing this whole message thing. I think Sybil's already buying the room.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
No!
I think probably in this moment, as this silent conversation is happening, Sybil's able to step up and.
No, only
yeah.
We were hiding from the people that killed
Okay.
Bishop was
Yeah,
Fair
yeah.
enough.
everything else was
And then
Fair
Cordelia's
enough.
response to the message. Yeah.
Fine.
Listen, all I'm saying is, you ever need any advice, I'm right here.
advice on.
I just know a ting or two about certain things.
A lot of people know a thing or two about certain things. I mean, that's how we have all specializations of knowledge. Are you referring to sailing? Are you referring to sea? Are you referring to fighting?
Sure, if that's what you want it to be.
Are you going to be giving me workout tips? Because I promise you, workout tips will not work for me.
No, but I do really want to see you in action. See if you can actually put, a blade to that mouth of yours.
I'll look down to the dagger. Short time. They're not decorative.
If you say so.
Sybil,
Listen, not every.
you're able to acquire the rooms.
How much
yeah.
money? How much
two
money?
2 gold. 2 gold.
I'll pay one of the gold.
And
Sure.
the rooms are available. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But there's only one room available. No, you guys are good. You guys are good. This place has plenty of rooms.
Oh, Veldren, before I forget. And she pushes forward a pouch.
Is it a snake? Is it going to bite me if I open it?
Why do you chance that I would have a snake on me?
It's just, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
No, I don't keep a fucking
wrong with
live
having-
snake with me. Do you think a snake would survive on the sea?
What's wrong with having a live snake and out will slither from his
I was about to say.
But that's different. Do you know how hard it is to get fucking live food on a ship?
He doesn't need food. He prefers oranges.
As you say, he doesn't need food. He looks up at you and will just nom onto your arm.
You know you don't need. I still feed you, but you know you don't need it.
Just keeps
Whatever.
clasped onto your arm and just looks at you with his little eyes.
You know you're technically poisonous. You're really lucky you've done this enough that I'm immune to your poison at this point.
Just
Weird things.
hangs on.
That's my share for the ship.
I'll peer inside. And like do a little rough estimate count, calculate the bag size, calculate the size
It's
of
1,000 gold.
Yeah, it's 1,000 gold.
Am I being the treasurer for us?
I
Has this been
so.
decided?
I guess so.
You have the degree in finance, yes.
I don't know, Captain Veldren, are you?
No.
No.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, Captain Veldren.
Oh. All right. Well,
1 second. Let me do the calculations really quick.
sure.
So we've paid 4,000.
You paid 4,000.
4,000, and we owe another 6,000.
You currently have
And we'll-
4,000, I think.
And we'll need some furnishing.
And we'll need some furnishing.
We currently have.
Math
So
is
we're
the
at-
best part of
we're at
D&D.
47.
Math
No.
is the best part
4,700.
of
We need-
D&D.
So we need 1,300 more gold.
Yeah.
The 2,000 would allow us to buy the ship, but we would probably will need to do a few additional jobs to be able to furnish it the way we need to. Because I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think we can sail something that's unfurnished. At least
I
it'd be
mean-
very uncomfortable.
I was going to say you could, it'd just not be the most comfortable thing there is.
We'll need to get supplies for the journey, which will
At least
take
you
a
don't-
number of weeks.
At least you don't have to worry about paying a crew.
I mean, if we're using your if we're using your crew, I mean, we'll probably still need to pay them.
My crew is loyal to me, and I told them if they come on the ship, it's to get mine back.
But then we'll need your crew to teach us and the
Teach
people
us
we're
how to
bringing
sail,
to
yes.
sail.
Tell them if I tell them to jump, they say how high. That's how it goes.
And I mean, that'll need to be something we'll discuss as well. Like, we're buying. I think it's dawning on Veldren that they are
Buying
the
a
collective
ship.
owners of a ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
We're going to have to discuss what to. Who does what?
Veldren, as you start doing the mental math in your head, just being like, all right, gonna need this much for that, gonna need furnishings, whatever.
No, yeah, he's fully gone
Um,
into like finance mode
yeah.
of like supplies. We need supplies,
You-
furnishing. We need.
Yeah.
I lean over to Sybil. Can you see the steam pouring out of his ears, or is that just me?
It's quite effortless, actually. Thank you very much.
Veldren, as you're thinking about this, you've had the sending spell cast on you before.
Yeah.
You hear a familiar voice. You hear the voice of Elfric. You know that he has a sending spell on hand, the spending scroll on hand for emergencies. In your head, you hear. Hang on, I gotta work this out now. Veldren, come to the bakery immediately. don't bring the girl under any circumstances. Mystic elite are here. Approach with caution. Elfric.
I think
So you-
Veldren, would you like stop in the middle?
You
of
do have 25 words to respond, but
Yeah.
you know he only has the one scroll.
Mm-hmm. He'll respond.
Oh wait, no, sorry.
On my way.
There are 5 more very important words actually. Never mind.
Okay.
Uh sorry, I'm having to figure out his last 5 words.
You're good.
Wants to talk to you.
To me.
That's what you get.
I think.
And then he would sign it off
I
with
think,
Elfric.
well,
So
yeah. He freezes in the calculations, like noticeably, like the quill in his hand is like stop moving, like.
Mhm.
And he'll reply back in his head. On my way. Please be safe. I'll be there as soon as I can. And we'll set down the pen, like set down the paper, like hand the gold over to to you guys. I will be back. A friend of mine is in trouble. Have to go alone. It's Sybil. It's Elfric. I need you to remain calm. The Mystic Elite are at the bakery. They want to speak with me, apparently.
And you're going to go?
Yes. Elfric is close to me. I can't leave him there.
No, of course not. No.
As far as they know, I've not done anything illegal. I'll go. I'll be back.
Peace.
I will. I'll be back. I promise. Cordelia, look after Sybil for me, okay?
Backup?
What's that?
Are you sure you don't want backup? I don't know what's going on, but from how it seems, it's not good.
I think they'll take that as a threat. It's best to just go along with whatever they have going on. But I have to go. I can't leave Elfric there. Not Elfric and Felt and Anna. I will be right back. And he'll get up and like rush out of the inn, like going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll take a stealthy route,
Mhm.
or at least a confusing route through the alleyways, just in case anyone's watching where he comes from. He doesn't want the Mystic Elite to be able, like, he came from this way. They're in this. He was in this direction. Well, so probably try to come from the opposite angle.
Yeah.
Um.
Okay. Yeah, I won't make you roll. You're able to make it there quite stealthily. You know the city quite well. But yeah, you arrive. You see the light is on. It's starting to get towards evening time now. You see the light is on inside the bakery. And you see Elfric kind of standing at the counter waiting. And you see a single figure in black armor standing inside the doorway. What do you do?
I'll approach. I'll enter in through the Through the front door.
Elfric, kind of the door opens and the two of them kind of turn to look at you. Elfric is pale. And then we'll kind of just like look to you, and then we'll look to the Mystic Elite Captain. We'll say, "There you go. I told you he'd be along soon enough. I will point out, you asked me to use that scroll. I didn't do anything illegal." The captain will just not even acknowledge that question and turns to look at you, Veldren. You see the helmet with the pointed kind of Loki like horns on the helmet. You see the two glowing spots where there are supposed to be eyes. And you hear the deep voice kind of speak. Veldren Filfa, I think you and I should have a little chat.
Of course, Captain. However can I help you? I'll pull out a seat and I'll pull out a chair for him at one of the tables.
Oh, he like steps out. Like if you're like in the doorway, he's like stepping out to like walk outside.
Let's have a cordial chat then. And
Not here.
he'll walk alongside the captain.
Yeah.
keeping an eye out for like
Yeah, it appears to be just him.
any backup.
Yeah.
Like
You kind of like walk for a little bit, maybe like a couple of blocks away to a place where there's kind of a bench where you can kind of see the ocean. And he'll kind of just take a seat and kind of encourages you to do the same.
I think I'll stay standing, but stand at like next to the bench. But I will stay standing for the moment.
I understand you are harboring a dangerous criminal.
I'm sorry.
Don't play games with me, Veldren. I'm aware of where you've come from. I'm aware of the route you've taken. I know a lot of things that you think I don't know. Trust me.
Well, I would love to see some evidence, Captain. These are quite heavy charges you're applying against a citizen of Gloria.
Maybe we should take a walk back to the bakery. I'm sure I won't find anything amiss there if I take a look.
Captain, what is it that you want?
As I said, you are harboring a dangerous criminal, and I'm here to offer you a deal. She is a danger to both herself and to everyone she is around. She has power that she is not in control of.
That's quite unfair to say of Anna. I mean, she's a bit clumsy, but
Evidence I have found along the path you have taken has said otherwise. I don't know how much she has told you, but are you aware that she is responsible for the death of 2 members of the council?
Anna?
Sorry, what did you say?
Anna? He's trying to pass it off of like he's he said she, so
Yeah.
Veldren is trying to play it off of like, why are you accusing Elfric's granddaughter of like
Besides,
all of this?
Veldren, don't make this harder than this has to be. I'm talking about Miss Holloway. You already knew that, though. Not only is she responsible for those 2 deaths,
The council. Oh.
But since escaping the capital, and on the path you have taken, there is a lot of evidence we have found of others along the way. We tracked her path to the small farmer town of Ambercrest. We found a collapsed cave where several people were trapped inside, left for dead. Further along a route, we found civilians talking about several people that had attacked them, one of which carrying magic that killed one of their friends. And then I get here, and I have one of our city guards in critical condition after being attacked. Any of that sound familiar to you, Veldren? You already know the answer, don't you?
It's here for holiday, Captain.
You can tell he's not buying any of it. Like, you're
Oh,
trying,
yeah.
you're just still going for it, and he's just like, I'm offering you this one chance. As I said, she is a danger to herself, she is a danger to you, she's a danger to everyone, not only in this city, but on this continent. If she is not contained, she will wreak havoc upon this world on a level that you cannot possibly imagine. Maybe it's unintentional havoc, but it's havoc all the same. You cannot deny that people have died on her watch since leaving the capital. That's an undeniable fact.
It's also an undeniable fact that your group has caused the death of a foreign citizen here as well, without much of due process on anything.
Kind of sighs.
In the middle of broad daylight as well. Quite the political incident it could cause.
That I would like to apologize for. They acted out of turn. I have since sent those involved in the incident away. They are no longer involved in this investigation. They acted outside of my orders. However, he was a magic user in blind daylight.
The death of a man.
He was a magic user using illegal magic in broad daylight, causing a scene in the middle of the square. What were they supposed to do? Regardless, I am sorry for your loss.
From my point of view, it lasted less than 6 seconds. From my point of view, it could have been a lot less of a lethal blow, and he spent some time in the box. Do not argue with me, officer. I know my rights as a citizen.
So you know that my authority goes outside of the law. Veldren, I'm offering you a chance here. You are also accused of many crimes. Your friends also have broken the law many times, enough to send you all away for a long time. Better yet, I could just send you to the box myself. You would never see daylight again. I could make that happen with a snap of my fingers. But I'm giving you a chance. Hand her over, and nothing else has to happen. You can walk free. Go live your life as you choose to. I will turn a blind eye to the rest of your actions.
What actions are those, sir? If you're referring back to my time in the university, you will find that I've been subsequently punished for those crimes already.
There's a long silence. You can't tell emotion behind the glowing eyes. but actually, maybe an insight check, Veldren. Maybe an insight check. It's hard. It's hard because of the math. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you. 5. Yeah.
It's a 5.
You don't read anything. You can't, like, the
Yeah.
mask is just, but there is silence after that for a few moments.
During the silence, can I take a look over his gear? Do I see any familiar looking runes?
A look over what, sorry?
His gear. Over his gear. I remember Sybil telling me they siphoned her magic away into items.
Mm.
So I'm looking for anything that might look similar.
You don't see anything just openly on their person, though. He does have a bag of some kind. You'd have to search it to find out, but you can't tell from this distance without looking inside it yourself. It is closed, though. I was hoping to avoid this, but so be it. The captain reaches up, presses a button on the side of their helmet. The glow disappears. They lift the helmet off their head. You see olive skin, blonde hair, it's more silver than you remember it to be. The gray eyes, perhaps a little duller. The smile that you remember so fondly, gone. You recognize that face anywhere.
I think Veldren's.
You recognize the face of Kadiri Rose. Hi, Veldren.
Oh, God. I think Veldren is in shock. This is the first time he's seen Kadiri in 3 years.
Yep.
Continue to impress me with how low you will go. Oh, I think Veldren will just turn to walk away.
I know that I hurt you. But know that I did it for a good reason, and I did it to protect you.
A good reason?
Yes.
You sentenced my brother to death for a good reason?
No. Veldren?
You forbid me looking into the information that could save his life. Information that I've come to learn that my parents probably could have gotten access to.
You don't think that there's a good reason why they don't?
A good reason to let their son die? Be very careful with your words here, Kadiri.
Do you want the truth, or do you want to yell at me?
Go on, then. I'm listening. I'll at least hear you out before deciding, unlike you, all those years ago.
When I said I was trying to protect you, I meant it. After the incident with your brother and yourself, I overheard a conversation I shouldn't have heard. The commander, right her night home, he came to the university. He wanted to know more about this artifact that Iso had been working on. More about the effects it had had on you and him.
No, he didn't.
He was going to take you, experiment on both of you, figure out what it had done to you. You would have disappeared into the night and no one would have ever seen you again. That's what he does. He takes people and then they're never seen again.
Bet you know a lot about that right now.
That's why I reported you. To draw you out into the light so that he couldn't just take you. Suddenly it was a public interest. Suddenly you had a reason to not be there anymore. Suddenly he couldn't just snap you up and take you away. He knew that you knew things about magic the same way that I did. You probably would have ended up where I'm sitting right now. But I did that to stop that happening to you. I know it hurts, but there was no other way. I had to stop that from happening to you. Shortly after, he came to me, following the clues. Couldn't lie to him. He knew that I knew magic. Said he had some big project he needed the brightest minds for. But he couldn't have yours anymore, because that would have drawn attention. So he settled for me. He took me under his wing. Made me one of his secret agents. Told me how to use magic the same way he does. He was trying to find a way to do exactly what you were trying to do. What we were trying to do. Find a way to store, to withdraw and store magic. Pure mana. And it took some
What
time
he's
and some
done
tinkering, but
is an abomination. What we wanted to do was nothing like this. Don't you dare make that comparison.
we did it, Veldren. We figured it out.
You figured out how to harm and torture innocent people.
No. Veldren, we did this.
There are
I did
so
this to help
many
people.
other ways. There are so many other ways you can help people without hurting them.
What was I supposed to do?
I'm
He didn't
sorry
give me
you
a
decided.
choice.
There's always a choice. Always.
Yeah, and sometimes you have to
All
pick the
I've
lesser
heard-
of two evils.
All I've heard you say this entire time are excuses. Oh, I didn't mean to turn you in. Oh, I didn't mean to sentence Iso to die without trying to find a way for him to continue to live. Oh, I was
You're
forced
wrong.
to join this.
Veldren, I wanted to help him. That's why I was so desperate to get this project to work, and it did. Because it's not just him that needs saving.
No. Oh, no.
We took a little too close of a look at that artifact when he seized it. Should have been more careful. And she kind of shifts her armor a little bit and cranes her neck, and sure enough, you see a black vein creeping up her neck.
Oh.
But there are ways to slow it down. She reaches into her pouch and pulls out a glowing blue crystal, diamond in shape, holds it in her hand. This is it, Veldren. This is what we've been dreaming of. Pure magic that can be fashioned into anything. She clutches it a little tighter. The glow starts to fade, and you notice the vein retracts. It's not a permanent fix, but it's something. It's better than anything else we've been able to do so far.
How did you create it? Tell me, how did you create that?
Took a lot of tinkering, and it would take all day to explain the mechanics of it, but it can store magic.
In layman terms, where did that come from?
The magic or the container? Because we built this.
The magic. The magic.
It's come from all different places.
People?
Yes?
Did you hurt them to get that?
No.
Insight check.
Sure?
Can I argue that it can be with advantage because I know Kadiri pretty well? 19.
What'd you get?
I was joking. I was
Yeah.
joking. I was joking with
You
that.
got a 19?
Mm-hmm.
Just. She got an 18. When she says no, there's a little pain behind it. Like she knows that's not fully true. Or at least she suspects it's not fully true. You don't know if she knows for sure, but you know that there's at least doubt.
And you continue to lie to me even now. If you're going to use this, at least pay respects to the people you stole it from. When I look at this casing, is there any evidence of my old work in this?
Probably, yeah.
Fuck.
It's been advanced, it's been enhanced,
Yeah.
but the base idea is there.
They took my research.
Yep. And it works. You saw it before your very eyes. You saw it retract the curse, at least for a time. You know it works, Veldren. What you'd been working towards this whole time. I know you don't trust me. I know I've betrayed your trust one too many times. But I can tell you something that I definitely shouldn't. If that means anything. It's not just me.
Well, it's not just you.
He needs it too.
Who is he? Speak plainly.
The commander is cursed. Just like me. Just like Issa.
How does it spread?
I mean, we just made physical contact with it. Since then, kept the artifact under lock and key. I haven't gone anywhere near it, but no amount of protection or anything has stopped it from spreading. So we've kept it locked up.
I forget. Did I come into contact with this artifact?
Mm-hmm.
It was the thing that like took my strength, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It affected you differently for some reason.
Is that the only way it spreads?
That we know of.
There has to be another way it spreads.
I don't know.
You've given me something. What did he tell?
I know.
It spreads to others.
Maybe.
It's spreading without the artifact, not maybe. I have met people that could not have come into contact with the artifact.
Do you know that for sure? Perhaps it was a different one. It might not just be the only one. There might be more. We don't know. The problem is we still don't know how to cure it. Not permanently. And I know... kind of stops for a second. How is he? Last time you saw him? Is he alright?
I think, like, there's visible anger on his face still.
Mm-hmm.
He's fine.
There's kind of a sigh of relief. Good.
Good. He's gotten over the heartbreak of one of his closest friends hurting him as well.
I know. And I owe an apology to him, too.
You're more than an apology to him.
I know.
You didn't have to ask. You didn't have to answer his questions of why. I did. Is there anything else you want, Kadiri? Other than to offer me this information? Other than to threaten me into giving up an innocent woman?
I know I'm asking a lot, but that's what I was sent here for. I meant it when I say that she is a danger to both herself and everyone, even if it's not intentional.
So you see
She has left
magic from.
She has left a trail of blood all the way here, Veldren. You can't deny that. Even if it's not intentional.
How are you any different? Answer me that question, and then I will bring Sybil to you.
Because I know what I'm capable of. She doesn't
What
yet.
are you capable of?
I've learned a lot since you last saw me. Why are you protecting her?
She's scared.
Yeah.
She's scared and she doesn't know what to do. And so instead of locking her away, instead of torturing her, I will help her. I will teach her how to control it.
You think you can teach her that?
Who else is going to do it? No one else in this country will they? You've already labeled her a monster.
That was to try and get her to turn herself in.
You act as if you're going to be locking her away to keep her magic from the rest of the world. That's not what you are doing. You are keeping her magic in the world itself. Instead, you're forcibly draining it from her, killing her.
I wouldn't do that.
Once I would have said I believed you. But I don't know if that's true anymore. And even if you wouldn't, are you so confident that anyone else on your team wouldn't?
I can't speak for the rest of the Mystic Elite. They're all loyalists to him. I am the only chance either of you have. And if you let this go, there's nothing I can do to help you anymore.
Not turning her in.
Has she really gotten in your head that much?
Who do you think I am, Kadiri?
I don't think I know anymore.
Someone that will let... You're going to act like the victim in this situation? You're going to act like you're heartbroken?
Maybe I am.
You lost all right to my heart 3 years ago.
And I guess
This
I was a
shouldn't
fool.
be anything new to you.
And I guess I was a fool. I thought that
You
maybe
are.
I could explain things to you. Explain that I was trying to help you. Trying to save you from becoming this. She gestures to herself. But I guess that's not enough. You've already moved on.
Become you. I would have never become you, Kadiri.
I thought the same thing.
I would have left. I would have left. I would have gotten away. I would have found a way.
You think I haven't tried that? You think I
I
want
know
this?
how intelligent you are. I know how smart you are.
I know you do. And look where it's gotten me, Val. If you think that you can outsmart him, overpower him, be stronger than him, then you're a bigger idiot than I thought. You think I'm some damsel in distress, Val? I can take care of myself. He's given me all of this magic because he knows that even with all of this power that he's given me, he could still strike me down. He could strike down any of us. He can make it look like an accident. He's disappear in the middle of the night and no one would ever see us ever again.
There's always a way.
And I couldn't find it. I know that if I could, I would have.
Is there anything else you need to get off your chest?
I don't know where Iso is, but
Good.
if you're willing to tell me, or if there's someone I can talk to that does, kind of produces another one of the crystals, I can get some of these to him. I can make him better, at least for a time, at least until you can get back from wherever you're going. Because like it or not, think me a monster however much you want, I still care about him. I still care about you. Even if you don't believe me, let me help him. Please.
I'll hold out my hand for the crystal. I can get it to him.
She will place it in your hand. Veldren, almost immediately you feel such a strong magical aura, unlike anything you've ever felt before. Yeah, this is powerful magic.
I think he feels almost sick holding it.
Yeah. It's almost
He
like
brushes
it's
it
almost
back.
like actually, can you make me a wisdom saving throw actually?
Oh god. God. Oh, brother.
Ooh, sorry.
9.
9. You hold this thing and immediately you just feel it's almost like you just feel this tingle in your entire body. You've never felt this much magic before. You've only dreamed of having magical capabilities like this before. You feel on top of the world. You feel like you could do anything with this. You almost feel almost like drunk on power. Not in a way where you're out of control, but like this is special. This is important. And almost seeing it paired with, yes, it's distorted, yes, it's changed, yes, it's been fiddled with, but this is your work at the end of the day. And you look it over in your hand, and there's almost that moment in your mind of, it worked. This is what I wanted to do. Yeah. Holding this feels good.
He has that thought.
Yeah.
And I think he feels that pulse of magic.
Hmm.
And he thinks back to Sybil. And feels sick to his stomach. I think he would quickly put the gem away.
Mm-hmm.
With the thought of not like this.
Yeah.
It worked, but I didn't want it to work like this.
Yeah.
Do you know where we're staying, Kadiri?
I know vague whereabouts, but I'm not going to follow you.
You couldn't anyways. He'll
I
walk off. Or start to walk off.
Yeah, as you start walking, I'll just go. Look after her. Next time I see you, well, I hope it's when this is all over, for both our sakes. I don't want to have to fight you. But next time I might have to.
I don't think he says anything back to her.
Yeah.
I think he'll fade into the darkness that is the alleyways, get up to an intersection,
Mm-hmm.
and like a bubble of frustration almost balloons out from him
Mm-hmm.
as he'll use his drow lineage to cast darkness whenever he gets to like an intersection and stealth down a random one, take a confusing path back to the bakery to check on Elfric, to tell him, to let Elfric know that he's all right.
Elfric
To
will,
thank him.
yeah, Elfric will confirm they didn't see anything, they didn't ask for anything, they just asked for you, that's it. They don't, as far as I know, they don't know anything about downstairs. They just knew to look for you here. That's it.
I don't think she does it. I don't think she knows anything.
Okay. She?
She just knew I came by here a lot. Yes,
Oh,
she.
who was it,
Thank you,
Veldren?
Elfric. An old relationship. Mine.
Ah,
Kadiri.
I see.
I thought I was over my anger, but she just... The things she said.
I'm sorry, Veldren.
I have to go. It's not your fault. Thank you for the quick response.
Of course. Of course, I will need to find another emergency scroll from somewhere now, but that's what it's for.
I'll send word to Silas and Zara. See if Zara can pin you up something.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Be safe.
I will. You too. I best be off.
Yeah.
And he'll take another confusing route back to the inn.
Yeah. You start making your way back, and as you do, you are able to take a route you don't think you're followed, but ever since making contact, even though it's not in your hand anymore, you can still feel that gem weighing you down in your pack, almost calling to you. And that's where we're gonna end today's session. Sorry we overran a bit. That was yeah. Jay has been saying this whole time, it's fine. All of my backstory's in one place and they have no reason to leave. Wrong.
No, I was not supposed to know that she was the company.
Yeah, I've been sitting on that one for a while.
Oh my god.
Yep. All right, everybody. We're gonna do some outros. I'm gonna give Jay a minute, and we're gonna start with Morgan.
Hello, it's me, Morgan, otherwise known as Attack on Morgan. You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, Blue Sky, all at Attack on Morgan. Obviously, you can catch me here every other week, guesting in Tales of Agius for as long as they will have me. On alternating weeks, you can catch me over on the Dice and Autism channel as a part of New Rawless. We should be back next week with the campaign, where I play everyone's favorite resident sad girl, Zelvi. You can also find me on the Pick Your Poison Productions YouTube channel, as I do the Roguelike Rumbles, live interactive immersive D&D shows, Rumble Ventures, one-shot set within that world, and Dreadful, a horror-based TTRPG, where every time we play, it's a different horror-themed TTRPG. Check those out. You can also, if you live in the greater Los Angeles area, I dropped my notebook. I am in a show in the Fringe Festival, which is Los Angeles' largest performing arts festival. I'm in a show called the Brixton Banshees, written by my amazing friend Madeline, aka the Goose Girl, and directed by Maria, aka Tea Time with Maria, who you all would both know from the Stars in the Night campaign. It's amazing. It's about 4 teenage girls set in 2011 who are part of a Harry Potter themed wizard rock band. It's not about Harry Potter because fuck J.K. Rowling. It's about fandom and fandom culture and teenage girlhood and how hard that is. And it's really incredible. We have 3 shows left. We have a show this Saturday, the 21st at 4 p.m. We have a show on the 26th, which is very special because that is our cosplay show. So come in any cosplay that isn't from Harry Potter. It should be super fun. I will most likely be dressed up as Sailor Jupiter from Sailor Moon. And then our closing show is June 29th. So if you live in the LA area, come check it out. It's a part of the Hollywood Fringe Festival. You can find all the information on my socials, or if you check out the Brixton Banshees on Instagram, that has all of our info, and it's also on the Hollywood Fringe Festival website. So come check it out. If you don't live in LA, keep an eye out. Maybe there's something coming. Also, you can vote for me in the Crit Awards as Best D&D Player if you would like. All of the nominees are amazing and wonderful, and like Abigail said early, there's no wrong choice. If you want to vote for me, I would be very grateful. I work really hard with my characters and everything. I'm very honored to be nominated. So go ahead and make sure, just in general, you vote in the Crit Awards, because at the end of the day, these are all really cool people doing really incredible things in an industry that is not as celebrated as other industries, and that's what the Crit Awards do, to celebrate those. So in general, just vote in the Crit Awards. Let's lift people up, because everyone's doing really cool, amazing stuff, and it deserves to be recognized for that. And make sure you follow and check out all these lovely, wonderful people, because I adore all of them, and that's me.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Next we'll go to Jay. You recovered there, bestie. You good? You ready to outro?
Yeah, let me just hit you with right off the top of the dome.
Oh no.
Howdy.
You said howdy. You said howdy. You said it.
No. I said
I don't know. Chat clip it. I heard it. Owie is how you're feeling after that session.
Abby, don't look at me in disgust. My name is Jay. You can follow me at all of my socials at SEQUO. Unless, of course, it's over on Blue Sky, then I am Voice of Jacob, JACA. You can find me here every other Wednesday playing Veldren Filafar, who is crashing out. Who is so much crashing out. Oh god, he was yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You can also find me every other Wednesday on the Dice and Autism channel playing Harlan McCown, Southern drawl, little bard. You know, he's probably gonna die again sometime soon, I imagine. It's been a minute since the last time that's happened. He's due for it again. And then this Monday and every other Monday, you can catch me on the Tales Guild here playing Stars in the Night as I play Calliope Elsher in our Masks campaign. That's all I can say for now.
Amazing.
I'm forbidden from saying anything else. Otherwise, they'll kill me.
Yeah, you will. Ew, I mean, what? And
Alright.
anyway, Abigail.
Howdy. I fixed it.
What the fuck?
Hi, everyone. I'm your resident howdy. And I am from the Texas of California, so I'm allowed to say it. Anyways, you can find me over here playing resident, I don't know, Crasher Outer, Sybil Holloway, or on alternating Wednesdays, you can find me over on New Rollis playing Lunara. I believe the plan is to return next week for New Rollis, but not me, because Lunara's in the Feywild. So I shall return in whenever the session after. Oh, the session after that is. Sorry, I hit my headphones, which then hit my head. Everything's great. I'm so locked in right now, and not on the previous thing that just happened in the game. Please vote for the Crit Awards. If you're taking suggestions, then my dear friend Brittany Ursa is nominated for Best GM for an indie game for Echoes of Actor, which, by the way, the finale comes out this weekend.
I gotta catch up. I gotta catch up.
Yeah, I did special effects makeup for the first time and my skin never recovered. So please watch it.
Oh, buddy.
So please watch it because I used a bed and eye makeup kit for my freshman year of high school, so that's on me. Don't worry. I don't believe in expired makeup. And so, anyways, please go watch it. Episode 5 was so cool. My character got to do some really cool stuff because the roles told a story. I tried to make a heroic sacrifice and ended up just rolling really well the whole time, so I just killed everyone instead.
Spoilers.
So that was fun. I told you no context. There's zero context. Go watch it.
Everyone dies.
No, not yet. Gotta watch the finale for that.
God.
Please go watch it. Everyone poured their heart and souls into this project, and it's almost done. It's 6 episodes. Very digestible. And Bryn worked so hard. So please go if you consider watching it and then voting for Bryn for best GM for an indie game, because it was a big passion project of hers, and it's really cool to see it out there and getting the recognition that it deserves. And aside from that, Fall of Taliva over on Somebody's Heroes on all your podcast listenings. I play Aina, a temporal anomaly who is stuck in the year 2025, but she's actually from year 0. And she just keeps popping up in different world-ending events, and it's time for her to work on this one, Taliva Falling. So go check that out. It's very silly, goofy, fun time. Very Chaos Gremlin. A big difference from Echoes Factor. I think that's all I'm legally allowed to talk about, or else Al kill me? Because I'm the one keeping Jay from saying something. Or else I'll be on the news. Anyways, let's move on to me.
Actually, Morgan had one more thing.
Oh, Morgan, go!
Yes, I forgot. This Sunday, the 22nd, I am hosting, not GMing, hosting a charity one-shot on this channel, the Tales Guild. It is a Pride one-shot. We've got some people here that'll be in it. Jay will be there, B will be there, Jet will be there, as well as 2 new faces, Hannah Lorraine and Miguel Classico. I'm so excited. We're going to be playing a really incredible TTRPG called Viva la Queer Bar. It is a GM-less TTRPG, and we get to create our characters and the queer bar together on stream. It's going to be amazing. Check that out. We are raising money for Lambda Legal, which is a really incredible organization that helps LGBTQ people as well as people living with HIV. And they do this through litigation, education, and public policy work. It was actually started by a group of lawyers, so any lawyers that work for the organization do all of their work pro bono. It's a really credible organization, so we're going to be doing that this Sunday, and we have a completely 2S LGBTQIA plus cast, which is really incredible and amazing. So come check that out. That's this Sunday. It will be starting at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm so excited about it. It's going to be amazing. None of us have ever played this TTRPG before. It was created by this little German company, which I will make sure to mention during the actual one shot. I don't have the info in front of me right now, but yeah, please come check it out this Sunday on the Tales Guild channel, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Heck yeah. All right. Yeah, and yeah, you can find me in that. So come check that out as well. I'll be right here on the Tales Guild. But hi everybody for all my other things. I'm B. I apologize. I am sick at the moment. You can probably hear it. But I was like, I'm gonna troop on and we're gonna do this session. I hope I still did a good job. Some of the voices might have been slightly off, but it is what it is. I'm here. I'm dying, chat. I'm dying. So apologies if there have been any sniffles today, but I'm getting
I
there.
was crying. I
But-
was crying. It's so good.
Thank you. But you can find me at Beatus D&D on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all those places. You can find me here every other Wednesday, GMing my players in this game. It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah, they're guys. They're totally fine. All right, everything's great. They're having a great time. Look at their wonderful, not traumatized faces. It's fine. Yeah. You can find me here GMing every other Wednesday for Tales of Agius. You can also find me on alternating Wednesdays playing in perfect timing. There it is. New Rollis, which is at the same time, but over on the Dyson Autism channel. So please go find us over there. We should be returning next week. So it's very, very exciting. And then also returning next week / this upcoming Monday is Stars in the Night. I know we've taken a week off, or a few weeks off, but we will be returning for episode 3 of Stars in the Night, our Masks Magical Girl campaign, featuring our wonderful player Jay, and then some other wonderful faces. Please come check that out for episode 3. We're very, very excited. It is a limited series, so it will not be that many episodes, so you do not want to miss out. All previous episodes are currently on YouTube if you have not caught up yet. But yeah, check out all of those things. Please also check out Era 313, our sci-fi drama show, which is available on all podcasting platforms, primarily Spotify. All of season 1 is out. All 8 episodes are absolutely there to be consumed for all of you. Just take it and just nom 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 nom. And if you're not satisfied with all of season 1, get excited because season 2 is currently in development and will be coming out hopefully later this year. We're very excited. But yeah, we are currently working on that, so get excited for season 2. Get to hear me do some fun voice acting where my voice is not dead. But yeah, that's all the things from me. Please vote for us for best upcoming YouTube channel in the Crit Awards. Please vote for Bryn as best indie GM. Please vote for Morgan as best D&D player. And there are many other things that you should go vote for people on. Do ! Vote in the chat to go vote. Hey, if you voted, your vote counts. Your vote's important. We love you. And that's going to be it from us. So, even though everyone is slightly dying inside, I'm going to need you all to say, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye,
everyone.
Damn chat. I didn't think it was that bad. We'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.